So I'll make sure it's running. All right. So on the way back south down to the town, you're taking a bit of a break on the side of the road, and a knight in shining armor is heading the way that you were coming back, and you kind of meet each other on the road as you're kind of sitting and resting by the side of the road. The knight, Stick Dinner. Can I use the word knight? Is that appropriate?
Yeah, I'm a paladin. I'm a paladin for the religion of stick theory. Here to spread my philosophies and fight evil for the power of the stick.
Okay, what Stick Dinner knows is that he is on a mission to go and investigate the disappearance of a ranger that was supposed to return back from his post at the tower. So that's what your character knows. And you see these guys on the side of the road, they look kind of haggard.
Alright, so we're meeting?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Holy shit! Is that Dick Dinner?
Wait, who's this? Do you know him?
Yeah, dude, this guy used to see in the Capitol on the fucking corner of like of the main square talking about sticks. And like he could actually fight like crazy, but fucking you never shut up about sticks. Oh, that was hilarious back at that time.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I
Oh,
love
man.
sticks.
Yeah, fish sticks are the best.
Yeah, no, he was never actually clear about what kind of stick he was like into. It was just sticks all the
Must
time.
have been the fish kind, right?
I mean, we could ask him. Yo,
Yeah.
stick. I mean, Sir Dinner.
Hello, Mr. Dinner. Do you like fish sticks?
All fish are better on sticks.
That's a good answer. Nice to meet you, Mr. Stick. Oh,
Don't be such a stickler. Call me Mr. Dinner.
okay. Nice to meet you, Mr. Dinner.
So, Stick Dinner, you notice further down the trail, like further ahead, you see massive clouds of black smoke billowing up from the forest.
Oh my god. The
Yeah.
evil of this island has reached even the forest. I crouched down, head in my hand, so many lost sticks.
Yes, a great evil is here on this island.
Yes.
Earlier, it infected the villagers' minds and they went crazy. You can't really trust those guys.
Is the fire spreading this way?
It's unclear.
Okay.
Well,
You
seeing as
guys
we
think
had,
I was gonna say we should maybe warn the village, but they were kind of assholes to us earlier.
We'll just stick to them.
yeah. Let's just talk to the Adventurers Guild guy and try to avoid
Yeah.
going in town.
Yeah, let's stick to the outskirts.
Say, what brings you here, Mr. Dinner?
I sensed a great evil. For you see, there are good sticks and bad sticks. Sometimes the good sticks go bad. They darken. They darken and become bad sticks, and then they're rotten to their core. Those are what we call black sticks.
Yeah, there's plenty of black sticks the way we were coming from, so
Man, oh, brings me back to my days in the capital. Well, if you're up in the Adventurers Guild, then you know that's been sorted. We've got the ranger they're looking for right here. Yeah, really got it stuck down. You know, the forest really stuck it to him.
So, it is about a bit afternoon, like a bit past noontime right now.
All right, well, I'd like to speak directly to the Adventurers Guild and avoid everyone else. Would you like to join us, Mr. Dinner?
I shall accompany you, fellow adventurers.
Oh, do you think the villagers still recognize us?
Well, first of all, your name is Fam Noodle. They don't recognize you because you weren't here earlier, so I wouldn't worry about that. There was someone that had way more hair and different clothes.
Ah, yes, that asshole. I'm a good gnome.
Yes, I wouldn't worry much about that.
Yeah, we weren't exactly the centers of attention in the last little kerfuffle.
Yeah, actually, I forgot I shaved my head.
Yeah,
Also that.
And I'm
Yeah,
wearing
you
some
were
random clothes.
Yes.
yeah, we
that
ran
town,
into you in the forest.
that town has a notorious reputation, and a thieving group of adventurers recently came through. Everywhere was a stick-up.
Oh my god.
Well, I wouldn't know
Well,
any more than I'm supposed to about that.
let's go claim our reward, boys.
Yeah, let's do it.
And let's take the long way around the outskirts of the village to claim it.
Okay, yep, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'll follow your lead, Pinor.
I guess we're just free walking to Boris's house then.
It takes you about another hour to get back to town. You can put yourself where you want to appear on the map, but it may be more difficult to like go through the forest depending on where you pick.
I'm going all the way around, see like where I'm. This is my walking path. If I have to roll stealth or something to get around, I will. But I'm trying to like edge of the forest into Boris's
Yeah,
house.
I'm just following him.
Yep.
Oh, if you go okay, yeah, if you roll that way, you're gonna roll stealth.
All right, well, like at this point.
What
So-
you were asking when you roll it?
Yeah, just whenever. Okay.
Just now. Anyone?
Okay.
And are you all going that way?
Yeah, I guess we're just following his lead.
Window.
All right, I got a 5 plus 7, so it's a 12. Alright, everyone's rolling stealth.
Okay, you're all going that way, right? Then you all roll stealth. Unless, if you want to go some other way, then say now.
Nope, I want to go with him.
19.
Alright, this is Stick's roll.
How much do you add?
I got 10.
How much do you add to that, Panor?
Mine is plus 7. I don't know if Stick has a bonus for that though. I don't think he does. Okay, so I have a 12. Stick has a 7.
Holy shit, you have plus 7 to stealth? Crazy.
Yeah.
So you got 7 for.
I
Okay, that's.
I got a 12.
and
Stick got a
that's-
7.
And what armor are you wearing? I'm seeing heavy armor.
Mine's not heavy. Oh, his is heavy.
-1.
Hey, Blair, yours is heavy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest, while you were kind of darting past in the forest, you're all hiding normally, except for clang, 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 as the armor of Stick Dinner, his loud armor and his boots are making a metallic thud noise, which attracts the attention of some people who come over.
Alright, show us the people. Or what do they look like?
It looks like a guard. He's kind of like he steps up forward a bit and says, "Oi, who's rustling about back there?"
Step above, and I approach the guard. Fear not, guard. It is I, Stick Dinner. I come from the sticks to greet you.
Okay, you do that, and the rest of you are not going to come forward, right?
Nope.
Nope, yeah, I'm hiding.
Make a hide check.
Is there stealth?
Yes, I believe that stealth is now also hide.
Okay, 14 for me.
$12.
Okay.
Ooh, 7.
Oh, but you still get to add that.
Do I?
So that's 7 altogether. So you're adding 2 to that.
Why am I adding 2 to that?
Oh, I'm asking.
I already added 2. I already added my bonuses. I rolled a 5.
Okay. So the two smaller beings manage to dart behind the tree, and you make a bit of noise and shuffle a bit, getting behind a tree as well, though.
Okay.
The guard says to Stick Dinner, and who's that behind you?
My fellow adventurers. Come out, everybody.
Alright, I guess I step out. Cause...
Yeah, same.
Okay, yep.
Okay, he says, "Oh, okay, you guys need to come into questioning right now." And he turns back towards the guard's barracks and he starts yelling. Do you guys do anything to try and stop
Yeah,
him? Or...
quick deception. Hold on, I'm gonna tell him. Wait, we were only sticking around so we didn't cause a commotion. Did you see? It's the famous Stick Dinner. We didn't want another riot so soon. If he comes into town.
Okay,
16.
you can roll a deception.
I rolled a 9 plus 7, 16.
16. He kind of looks dumbly at Stick Dinner. Says, "Well, that is some fancy armor." He kind of like puts his hand. He goes, Should I tell them about this? There was a murder. Okay, yeah, I should probably still tell them about the adventurers coming back. Okay, guys. He kind of says that, and then he waits a second, and he looks over back at you guys, and he stares at all of you, and he kind of looks at the gnome, and he stares at like your chopped and messed up hair, and like kind of stares at you with like in his mouth is agape. And he doesn't even turn around for a while. He's just kind of staring at you guys. It's like bewildered. And then he turns and he kind of he doesn't like full on run, but he starts to like jog back to the guards' barracks.
Okay, I'm gonna run into the forest.
I mean, I think that's smart. I'm gonna stay out though. I need to talk my way out of this at some point. I feel pretty safe too.
Yeah,
I feel like I would survive questioning.
for sure. I just stay in there.
So
Bam Noodle, don't go too far.
move your guys to
We'll come back
represent
for
the
you.
movement.
All right, I'm gonna say I will accompany you, guard, for I have nothing to hide. I don't know if this is deception or persuasion, but it's either way. It's a +7, so it's a 50.
Okay, he comes back with 2 more armed guards. Sorry, say your thing.
Don't worry, I'll accompany you to questioning. We have nothing to hide.
Oh, I heard that. I meant Stick Dinner.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what does he say?
He comes back with 2 guards, 2 more guards, and says, "Oh, you guys need to come with questioning. Hey, where's that other guy?"
What other guy?
Okay, Jerry, you have to roll a deception check.
Oh, 6.
Oh, okay. They walk up. The guy says, he points to the other guys. He says, "There was some other weird looking guy here too with them." And then they like
Are we
say,
gonna take
"Okay,
a
you
shot at
guys have
this?
to come with us right now."
Oh, you mean him? Oh yeah. Everett Ave, come on. I think we should do this as a group.
I'll hold on. Let me roll a quick deception. That was Fam Noodle. It was that crazy gnome's brother. He came with him, but then he found out of his death in the fire, and he was stricken by grief. He tore all his hair out. He's acting erratically. Please understand. He loved his brother.
He says, "All right, we're gonna have to bring you in to answer more questions because of the death, especially. We can't let you guys be like sneaking around." Do you acquiesce and go with them to this building over here?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Okay.
Stick Dinner is very confused right now.
Don't worry, Stick. It's all part of the adventuring grind.
Once they are in there, you meet there's a husky-looking detective with a big mustache. He's kind of eyeing you up as you guys are behind bars, and the 3 guards that were out
Wait,
there.
we're behind bars? I didn't consent to that. Oh, whatever. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, but as you stand there, there's a handful more guards standing in the barracks as well. What do you do when in front of the
okay.
bars being opened?
Okay, there's a...
Say, you will not pull me behind those sticks. Steel.
Wow, when you think about it, everything in our world is really made of sticks, guys.
You're in the woods right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah. He's just musing to himself in the woods.
Wait, were they carrying a like torn up dead body? Didn't the guards
Oh
have
yeah,
anything to say
yeah.
about that?
Yeah, I bring it with me, I guess. Yeah.
We still have it. Yeah.
As they're fleecing your stuff, one of the guards, he reels back in horror and says, "What is this? Oh my god!" As he looks at like the charred body. No, sorry, not charred. The dissolved and chewed up body.
Is it in the guard thing?
Oh yeah, this is Adventurers Guild business. Just yeah, don't really worry about it. You know.
God, I want to say this was gonna. I want to say this was gonna happen to you. Let us out, but I'm not.
this is why I didn't want to go with the guards, guys.
This is the body of a noble adventurer that we recovered. Since we are adventurers, and this is our job. This is one of our fallen brethren.
Okay. He says, "All right, you guys have to go behind the bars now while I send someone to go verify this."
Okay, but we're keeping the body on us.
Will they unarm us? Or are they just trying to throw us in a cage?
He says, "I will conduct a just investigation about this."
But are they trying to make us give away our weapons? Because Stick Dinner is not going to part with his sticks.
He says you have to give up your weapons now. Because of the... we need to conduct a proper investigation into the deaths.
The deaths plural?
Sorry, the one death.
Yeah.
Hold on. Do you not know who Stick Dinner is? This is a persuasion roll. Those sticks are part of his religion. You can't separate them from him. It's like taking off his hands. Oh fuck! I rolled a 3.
Okay, the husky one with the mustache kind of like gestures over to the guards, and they begin like shoving you into the cell.
Such foul trickery. Could I even call it that? This is terrible stickery.
Oh, they try to take your weapons away.
It's forcing my hand here.
I mean, yeah, I hand over my axe. I guess it's a tool, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to let go of my weapon until I know what Stick is doing.
Okay, so how many guards are surrounding me, Dan? How many people are in this room?
There's 7 people in this room, and then side rooms leading away from the main barracks.
But they're already grappling me, is what you're saying. There's 3 of them already grappling me.
There's 2 standing like right next to you, and they're not necessarily grappling anyone. 2 of them are starting to shove Pinor towards the open cell. The rest are kind of trying to gain your belongings to like search through them. You think it seems like they're just trying to disarm you as well.
Stick Dinner does not part with his sticks.
The one guy pulls out a club and he swings at you.
What? They're sticks. They're not weapons. Just let him keep his sticks.
This is rolling to attack you. He's trying to hit you like in the side of the
That's
head.
not...
Your armor class is 9? What?
Mine is? No.
You have... Okay, how much does the heavy armor give you? Because it says 9.
thing is, the heavy armor also negates my dexterity minuses. So I think it's like it totals out to like it's like 14 to 15.
Okay.
Just look it up. Would you have plate?
You are hit in the side of the head with a club, and
Nice.
you take 5 points of damage. And they're all yelling at you and like rushing towards you now, like the 7 of them.
Oh man.
Oi!
Yeah,
Get
air
the
bombs.
gun! The fucking cell!
I don't resist. I just look at them and say, "Stick Dinner does not disarm his sticks."
We just
okay,
met this
everyone has
guy.
to roll initiative now then.
Oh, yeah.
Initiative, but he's not fighting
I'm
them.
getting more and more happy I didn't go with the guards, guys.
If you don't want to roll initiative, you can just step into the cell. But I assume you're all going to want to.
I just met this guy. I'm gonna step into a cell. I want to see
Yeah,
how this plays out.
I'm going in the cell too, and I'm gonna like pull on like Stick's leg to see if we can get him in here and close it behind him without giving up the sticks.
Put my hands up, you know.
Okay. Walk into this. I run into the cell and slam the door behind us while still holding on to my weapons.
You're in the same cell as us. God damn it.
Okay, 2 more people swing at you. The one guy that hit you with the club, and another guard, who has a mace, like a
Through the
metal
cell?
mace.
Are we not? So we did not
No,
succeed
this
in getting
is-
into the cell?
You did, but Stick Dinner received 2 attacks of opportunity, so he takes another 12 points of damage.
All right.
Oh my god.
Why is this happening to us?
Well, I don't know. Why do you think this is happening to one guy in particular? Are you still conscious?
Yeah, I'm not even. I can do this all day.
I'll keep track of his his
I,
stuff.
if we're what's going on right now? Do we all have? Is it our turn now?
We're all in the cell now, right?
Yeah, you're in the cell. The guards are yelling at you to throw your belongings forward, like your backpack and all your weapons on the floor, and step back in the cell.
So I'm gonna roll a persuasion check, and I'm gonna say essentially that. Enough. I'm gonna lay on hands and heal myself 10 points.
Okay, as you do that, the three of the guards run out and leave the guard barracks, and you hear them say something about going to look for that other one.
What the fuck?
Then, okay, so they're pointing their bows at you through the cell, and they're all yelling at you to throw all your belongings and strip as well forward. And
All right, I'll drop my stuff.
okay,
I just start tossing logs from my bag.
so there's some thunks as you Stick Dinner, you see like you see JR throw forward a bunch of logs on the ground from his belongings.
From my bag.
The dead body hits the ground like.
Wait, why is I'm still in possession of the dead body?
Oh, I guess that's like on the ground, and I guess you didn't really carry that in around during that whole.
Stick Dinner looks past the dead body as the logs fall to the ground with a nod of approval.
Take my logs.
So do you throw the rest? Do you throw your belongings forward?
I go to grab more of the logs and put them in my backpack.
The other people's
You're,
belongings?
you're taking my logs.
Okay, now they're yelling at you to stop,
So, yeah.
stop that. They're like... They're getting, like, really more pissed off at you in particular. And, like, the one guy, he slams the bottom of his polearm forward to hit you as you're going to pick up stuff on the ground. He tries to hit you with his the back end of his halberd.
So you're saying halberds can go through the cave then?
The bars are thin enough for like a weapon to fit through, yeah. Or spacious. So he misses when he tries to hit you. What do you pick up in particular? There's the bag or there's logs?
I'm picking up the logs and putting them in my backpack.
Okay.
These are better than a cold metal floor.
They're continuing to yell at you and tell you to throw your stuff forward.
I look at the guy with the halberd in particular, and we say, "Sir, I see you have a good stick yourself, sir. You understand better than anybody else that a man such as myself cannot part with my sticks." And I'm going to roll a persuasion check for that.
Sure.
Oh, I'll roll it. $14. Do you have any? Do you? Well, let me check. Let me check his bonus. Oh, he does. Okay, 18 plus 4.
Okay. The guy, he seems a bit more hesitant to hit you again, or try to hit you again. Then, after a few hesitant moments, the guard, presumably the captain or leader, he continues yelling, and then 2 more guys try to hit you through the bars because you're still standing like there, like in front of the bars, right?
Do they all have halberds, or what do they have?
Well, they can't hear you from here. Yeah.
One guy tries punching through. The other guy has like kind of a nightstick, like a.
How is this fist punching through? How big are these bars, Dan? Like,
I don't know. Okay, they both miss.
Okay, hold on.
So yeah, now you guys basically have like a turn.
I threw everything I got own on the ground. I'm just trying not to.
Where's my stuff?
escalate.
My stuff's at like the front of the cell, right? Just still on the ground?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try persuasion first. Like, okay, alright guys, listen. What if he just goes to the back of the cell and sits on his sticks and puts his hands up?
Yeah, they're just harmless sticks. Let them have
I rolled
them.
a 26 for that.
Okay, the guard says, all right, you know what? Present your Adventurers Guild proof that you are part of them, and I'll send one guy to go verify this. So he sends someone out, another guard. So now there's 3. There's only a few guards in here now.
alright. I present my Adventurers Guild slip as well as my, and then as I do that, I throw up my paladin holy symbol, which is an amulet, a stick amulet. Yeah, it's just a stick on an amulet.
Oh, okay. So can you tell me a bit more about the religion of stick before I roll like a religion check from these guys?
Stick theory is all that is as one in the one-dimensional stick. We all come from sticks. We all become sticks, and everything and all of it is a composition of sticks. But in its purest form, all of this universe is, and all life is stick.
Okay, one of the guards speaks up and says, I do know a bit about this. That is an actual thing. This isn't just a crazy person. And the other two guards kind of look at him and say, "Why are you? Don't side with that guy." He asks you, "What your local chapter are you from?"
I come from the 6th.
He kind of rolls his eyes. Okay, now, Namfoodle, what are you doing in the forest?
So first, as soon as I get into the forest, I gather up a handful of sticks and I put them into my backpack. I feel like I might need these at some point. And then I start to like army crawl out of the forest towards Borsta's house.
Where's this ground fog coming from?
Okay, roll
Gather up some sticks.
2 perception checks.
Roll a what?
I'll tell you what in a second once you've rolled them.
Sorry, just roll 2. What do I roll? I roll skill checks?
Roll perception 2 times.
2 times, okay.
Okay, for the first time, can you also
Oh,
place
no,
your
wait,
person?
hold on. Perception is... Sorry, what's that?
Show me where your person is on the map.
So I'm like army crawling out of the woods right now.
Okay,
towards
that's
Borsta's
fine.
house. So I'm like here, like on the edge, like just barely sort of on the edge coming out of the woods at this point.
You notice that the city is kind of bustling a little bit. It seems a bit quieter, but it's normal mostly. You notice that he's not home. You can tell that from even like laying on the ground not that far from the tree line. You look at this house for a bit and you see that no one's there.
Okay. I'm going to continue crawling along the edge of the tree line more and more towards the Adventurers Guild side.
Okay. Some people are walking up along the trail past the smith and the Adventurers Guild house, so roll a stealth check to not be seen by them as you are crawling.
Okay, which is the Adventurers Guild house? Is this it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna crawl along the tree line towards it basically,
Yep.
and then I roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay, dexterity. No, I don't know why I keep rolling it twice. So 4 plus 2 is 6.
Is your mouse double clicking?
I guess not. I guess it's just me.
Okay.
But yeah, so I roll a total of 6.
Okay, so a mom and her daughter are walking by, and the daughter says, "Look at the funny man in the grass," and the mom goes, "That's nice. That's nice to hear." And they continue walking.
Oh fuck.
Then we're gonna, let's say you make it to the guild house.
Wait, so am I in grass right now outside of the like I'm on the grassy part just outside of the tree line, right?
Yeah, and there's shrubs here and there for you to hide behind.
Okay, cool,
Like,
cool.
it's
Yeah,
not
so
like-
I'll just ignore her comment and continue crawling along.
Okay. To the side of the market, you can see Boars is there in the market, and he's talking to someone. And a woman, a blonde woman wearing a dress is walking around as well. You can see in the market, and they're having a conversation, but you can't seem to see. It's too far away to see what about.
Okay. And how far am I from the market then? Like, could I run there in a turn? Could I walk there in a turn?
It's about 100 meters to Boars.
Okay.
He's like in the middle of the market, basically.
And if I look around, do I see any guards?
You can roll a perception check for that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 20. I have no bonus for it.
When you look out at the market, you can see people kind of repairing it, people milling about, trying to clean up a little bit here and there or fix things. You see one guard nearer to you, and even in the commotion, you can see like more people kind of standing about that may or may not be guards, like further on the other side of the market. So there's definitely at least one person on the lookout.
Okay.
Especially, you can tell that things are a
And
little tense around the market.
and by the smith shop, do I see anything like I'm looking for like any sort of clothing or material or cloth, like anything like if they have clothes drying, something like that.
Sure, you can see like some materials are out next to the hammer and little things that are being worked on. And the guy's inside though, he has like things that are kind of like leaned up against the store for sale.
Okay, like do I see a long enough piece of cloth, like a few, I don't know, like a foot or two worth of cloth?
You can roll an investigation.
Okay. 11. I got 11 in total.
11. You see
Yeah.
chunks of leather strips, and you actually see a piece of like parchment that's drying. But other than that, it's like a sword. Sorry, not a sword. There's like a spear and a shield, and some various other non-sword weapons are kind of lined up against the wall.
Okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to briskly, like as fast as possible without running, walk over to his stall and like try and grab some of that parchment and leather.
All right, so you're gonna roll stealth, and then yeah, just stealth, I guess. Is that what
I'm
you?
not really stealthing. I'm just walking in the open, man.
Oh, okay.
So does anything happen? Do I make it over and pick up the parchment and leather?
You hear the smith kind of pounding away with metallic clanging sounds, and you note like as soon as you pick up some of the stuff, you look up and your eyes kind of meet with what looks like the smith's apprentice, like a younger person, kind of looks
Okay.
at you and like kind of is like looking you over.
Okay, and I said, hello there, fine lad. How much for some of this parchment and leather?
He says, the parchment's not for sale, but we can sell you some strips of leather, I guess.
Oh, lovely. Yes, I'd like about 2 feet worth of leather, please.
Okay, 2 feet. He asked for 1 gold coin.
Okay, yeah, happily, good chap. And here's another gold coin for such great service. And I give him 2 gold coins.
His eyes go really wide, and he kind of looks over his shoulder at the smith like really quickly, and then he like pockets the 1 gold piece, and then he says, "Oh, thank you very much."
Yes, you take care, laddie. You look like a great chap.
He kind of he smiles at you, and then he's kind of just like leaning back, imagining. You think he's like imagining what he's gonna do with the coin. So he's like,
nice. Okay.
He's kind of just going like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the leather and like wrap it around my head like a shawl, kind of, as best as I can. And then I'm just gonna start walking like very confidently towards Boris in the market.
Let's see. 2 feet. How would that work if you had just like roll wrapped your head?
So I'm
Like,
imagining it's like I'm like you know I know it's not gonna be exact, like it's gonna be a little like jagged or whatever because it's leather cut from an animal, but like around like approximately the size of a 2 foot long sort of rectangle, like you know like a bolt of cloth or something, but just in this case leather, like a long piece of like malleable leather basically, right? And I'm just kind of like trying my best to wrap it like all over the top of my head, like a hijab type of look, you
yeah.
know.
Okay. A guard looks at you as you walk past. He does a double take.
Yeah, I give him a little, just you know, like the casual kind of wave you give as you're walking when a car like stops for you, you know, like a little like,
Yeah.
and keep walking.
He says, "Hey, what are you doing over there? Like, who are
Said,
you?"
oh hey there, I came to help with the cleanup. I heard about this horrible disaster in the town, and I just had to come and help.
Roll deception.
Ooh.
21.
Oh, he says, "Oh, okay, that's very good. You're gonna want to go talk to one of those people that's working over there." He says, and then he kind of just like leans back and then like goes back to scanning, and looking around.
Thanks. Great help. Thank you very much, young man. And yeah, I'll just go over and continue on my walk and walk up to Boris unless something else intervenes on my way. But yeah, that's my plan.
Nope. You
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to Boris and I'm gonna start tugging on the back of his shirt. I'm guessing I walk up from behind. I'm gonna start tugging on the back of his shirt, like Boris, I need your help.
you Bors is regaling a man with a story from his days on the ships, yet it is apparent that the man is distracted. The man with brown hair appears gaunt and frail with bags under his eyes, and he's barely paying attention to Bors. His eyes are shifting side to side as if he is distracted, while Grunhild is going about in the market, this blonde woman. Bors eventually notices you and asks what happened at the watchtower.
What happened to what?
What happened at the watchtower?
Boris, that's exactly it. We went to the watchtower. The ranger's been killed, and the guards here, they've gone mad. They've taken our party hostage. I need your help. Something strange is brewing.
You said they were taken hostage?
Yes, the guards have capped my whole party. The guards have gone mad. Something strange is in the air, Boris, and they've taken our party hostage in the prison.
He says, I kind of trust them a bit more than you guys right now, but I'll listen to what you have to say about the watchtower.
Yes, we went. Oh, sorry. Yes.
He just a little bit of detail. He kind of looks towards the guard's office, and then looks back at you, and then just lets you continue speaking.
Okay, yeah, I basically regale him with this adventure we had at the watchtower. I tell him about how like there's this monster that could tunnel and come up and attack, and how we fought it off and we managed to scare it off, but we couldn't quite kill it. And that evil monster, somehow it started some kind of fire, which is what drove us off from the battle, and that's why we couldn't finish it off. And I also tell him that during the battle, while exploring the monster's tunnels, we found the ranger's body and we started bringing it back. And when we got here, whatever crazy magic the monster was using to cast fire and like attack us, it caused the guards to go mad.
Okay, roll the deception.
So when did this ghoul get here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that supposed to be there?
No.
Prize tool for later.
Alright, I gave the guards halberds to be more realistic.
Nice.
Oh, stick die.
You rolled another 19.
Or the same one, yeah.
Hello. Sorry, my headset died there a sec. I missed what happened.
Oh, I said, did you
Oh.
roll another 19?
Oh no, what do I have to roll, or what happened
Deception.
exactly? Yeah.
When you just told them about the bug
Oh, okay,
using
okay, cool.
magic and shooting fire.
That's 5.
He looks at you, and then he kind of like tilts his head as he looks at how you have like a leather shawl basically, and he kind of like says, "It was you guys that caused the fire, wasn't it?" Like we saw the smoke coming from where we sent you.
I'm gonna let out like an exasperated sigh, and we're like, okay, yes, Boris, maybe we accidentally started the fire, but we had good intentions. We wanted to kill the evil monster and save the ranger.
He says, "Okay, he's kind of just bewildered and kind of taking it all in when a guard comes to him and says, "Boris, we need you to verify what some people we captured are saying." And he says, "Okay," and they turn and start to go over this way.
Okay. I'm gonna follow behind, and like as like I'm guessing I'm gonna like kind of try and keep up with them and walk next to Boris and like whisper over to him as the guard is leading the two of us. I'm gonna whisper to him, Boris, I know you don't trust me, but be very careful. These guards, there's some strange evil magic in the air, so you can't trust these guards, okay?
Now, does your character actually believe that, or is this another deception?
It's basically a deception.
Okay, I figured it was a deception, but I wanted to ask.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, do I have to roll?
Yes.
Okay. 19.
He says, "No, I wasn't so sure about you before, but I think you might be onto something." Moments later, you arrive back at the barracks, and he goes in. What do you do?
I'm just gonna try and follow him in.
Okay. Hidden, or are you going to like?
No, I'm just walking confidently like I belong at his side.
Okay. So the chief guard guy, he's kind of gone into one of the side rooms, and there's two guards just kind of sitting and like playing cards at a table when Boris and another guard walk in.
Okay, and I'm still with Boris. The guards haven't caught me.
They haven't. You've kind of just like slipped in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep following Boris to wherever the guards take him.
You see the rest of your companions in a cell.
All right, yeah, and I yell out, "Let my people go!" Boris, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Okay, I need a second to like process. The guard that brought Boris over says, "Who's that guy?" And Boris says, "That's Namfoodle. He's one of the adventurers." And the guard says,
Yes.
"Oh, okay."
Boris can vouch for me. I'm a good gnome.
He says, sure," and he walks up and he knocks on a door, and then are you standing like by Boris, like at the near the entrance of the guards
right next to him. I'm on the right of Boris.
Okay, they're kind of just standing, like not quite the middle, but closer to the door of the guards barracks, and the man with the mustache he steps out. He says, "Oh, Boris, I need you to verify what some of these men in the cell are saying." And he walks over, and they're now the two of them are standing in front of the cell, looking at you.
So we're still in the cell?
Yes, they're standing, looking. The man with the mustache, he's scanning and looking. He looks over at Namfoodle, and then he kind of like looks at the cell, and then he looks back, and he's like looking at your leather wrapped around your head, and then he kind of just like looks back, and he's like, okay, Boris, is what they're saying true? Then Boris says, "Okay, guys, what happened?" He says to you in the cell.
I don't know, like, we were cooperating, and then like the guard said, hand over your sticks," and then this fellow over here sort of lost it.
The new guy,
And,
you just got here and you're already causing
yeah, I guess.
disturbance.
Hey, that's the hill he wants to die on.
You're questioning Stick Dinner on why he wouldn't give up his sticks when accused of no crime? Preposterous.
The captain of the guard says, "We need to question you guys and make sure that you're telling the truth and that you're not related to the that gnome that killed Farmer Bimini in the market square the other day."
Oh god.
That was a tragedy.
Stickton crosses his arms, looks at everybody, and says, "I came to investigate an evil cult, only to find the blasphemers in the first 5 minutes here."
Who are you calling a blasphemer? We don't even know about. No one here knows about your weird stick religion, except for. And then. Anyways, Boris, that didn't really tell me anything. What happened up at the guard tower, and why didn't the ranger come back?
What?
I'm gonna
He's in that rug. He got eaten by a fire-spitting beetle monster, but we brought back his body. That was the job, wasn't it?
I'm gonna tap on Boris's shoulder, and I'm gonna motion for him to come so I can whisper into his ear, because I'm guessing I'm quite a bit shorter than him, right?
Okay, as you walk up to Boris to tap him, the captain of the guard notices you this time and says, "Who are you?"
Oh, Boris can vouch for me. I am Namfoodle of the Adventurers Guild, here to escort Boris to make sure everything's in order.
Everyone in the room looks at a wanted poster behind you that doesn't look like you. It's kind of like a stereotypical picture of a gnome with a pointy hat, and it says "Wanted Namfoodle for murder." And next to it, there's a picture. Of
What? How do
wanted
they know
Karenina
How do
for-
they know? How do they know the name to the wanted poster?
Sorry, what?
How does the wanted poster know my name?
Because you were seen at the thing, and says Boris says, "Yeah, you are the suspect here for the murder."
What? Boris, you didn't tell me that.
And he says, "What? You didn't see your face when you came into town? There's the wanted poster of you."
No, I didn't notice. I thought that was some other deranged gnome. We've got totally different. There must be an imposter, more of this dark magic going around, because that's not me. It's a similar face, but our hair is totally different.
They say, "All right, well," they start manually coming up and like trying to take this thing off of your head to like get a better look at you.
I'm gonna say, no, I'm having a bad hair day, guys. You don't want to do that.
I'm gonna roll deception and say, "Wait, I was there when the fire started. That was a completely different gnome. I hadn't seen that gnome in my life.
Yes, are you
But
guys?
trusted adventurers, I trusted party much from Namfoodle. I don't know who that gnome was."
I know you may not see many gnomes all the time, but please don't discriminate against my people. We're not all the same.
Okay, so So, Pinor, when you tell that lie, Boris kind of looks at you and then looks at the ground and shakes his head in like disapproval.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. It's a 10, but
The guy pulls out his halberd and his glaive and says, "See, look at this. 2 different sticks. Both very similar. Quite different."
The guard yells at you to shut up back there and says, I don't think you're really part of this investigation. Like you weren't described as being as one of the people, so we'll kind of go easier on you. We already roughed you up pretty good, but just just do not intervene or interfere with this investigation, and we will put up with your weird stick religion for now.
I'm gonna continue like gesturing to Boris to like let me whisper to him and talk like a little privately.
Okay, we're going to two guards run up and they try to grab you by the arm.
I say,
they
release me!
Still beyond that now.
They both miss. They're as you are small and tiny and
Nice.
do you try to get away or like resist?
Yeah, I'm gonna like try and hide between Boris's legs.
Boris just kind of leans back and goes, "Ah, come on, laddie." They make it an attack of opportunity of grabbing, but they both miss.
I'm gonna say, Boris, please let me talk to you. Remember what we talked about earlier on the way here? I need to give you important information.
All right, roll
I
persuasion.
don't trust these people, and I need to tell you something, Boris. What do I roll?
Persuasion.
Okay. 8.
8. He says, No, I don't like you enough for this. You need to go through the proper channels now. And he just like, kind of just like shoves you away from him.
Okay.
You like blood in here.
Now you can either try to run or, it's up to you now. But you basically have like one turn before the guards have another turn.
Baby. Dan wouldn't know that. Alright, wait, so what's going on right now?
do we have turns?
Andrew has a turn.
Oh, okay.
We're like stuck in the cell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say to them, wait, it's all a misunderstanding, guards. Please, you need to listen to me for a moment. You've got the wrong gnome. I look completely different from the Namfoodle you're looking for.
Okay, roll a persuasion check against them.
All right, 18.
18. Roll 2 more persuasion checks of... One of them is kind of hesitant, and he's like, he's not trying to grab at you, but the captain of the guard is still yelling and like trying to get them to accost you and grab you.
Okay. 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To influence 2 separate people. So first one is going to be the normal guard. The second one is going to be
Okay.
the captain of the guard.
22 and 7.
So the 2 guards, you actually managed to get them to stop wanting to grab onto you, possibly because of how difficult it is, but they are kind of like listening to you and like standing back and looking at each other. But the captain of the guard, he's getting beat red in the face and like shaking his fist as he's yelling, and he says, "I'll grab him myself," and he runs to try and basically tackle you.
I'm gonna dart underneath the legs of the two guards who are trying to like trying to grab. Sorry, yeah.
What skill or ability do you want to use for that?
Okay, so he tries to grab me. I'm guessing does he miss or does he get me?
He's not trying to grab you. He's trying to
Okay.
tackle you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to use my acrobatics to jump and roll between the two guards who were trying to arrest me earlier. Like while they're all dazed or confused or whatever it was. Yeah, I'm just gonna like try and jump between their legs.
Okay, roll dexterity.
Okay, just dexterity by itself or as acrobatics?
Actually, yeah, I'll allow acrobatics.
Okay, actually it's the same. I don't even have a bonus in acrobatics. I just the dexterity. Okay. $13.
13, and he's rolling to tackle you. And okay, so you get between the guard's legs, and they're kind of like they're almost stepping back, but he's charging towards you. He manages to turn towards you as you're charging and collide, but he hits the other two guards as well. So he knocks you all into the bars with a thud instead of just you.
Nice.
And so you just take 1 point of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Can I interject after that?
You get sorry, what?
Can I do so? Okay, sorry. Can I do something after all that?
You see this happen in front of you, yes?
Okay, I'm gonna. Guys, listen. We're all on the same side here. There's no need to fight. Okay, how about we give you the ranger, and this whole investigation nonsense goes away.
He looks down at the corpse that's outside of the cell from you and says, "What? You're telling me that's not the ranger?"
Oh, no, I'm telling you, I forgot that I mentioned that was the ranger. Well, we hold up our end of the deal.
I didn't carry him all the way back here just to get locked up and treated like an animal.
So now, Namfoodle, you have to roll initiative. If you're gonna keep trying to resist arrest.
Okay. Initiative. Is that just dexterity?
Yes.
Cool. $12.
Okay. The three guards grab you and violently slam you down to the ground.
Yeah.
Each of them manages to like push you down harder. You take one guy is holding you down, but the guard is like the captain of the guard. He's actually like starting to like smack you and like hold you down more violently as the other two are holding him down. Like he's unnecessarily battering you, so you take another 2 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay.
You can tell he's like really pissed off now that you made him like basically made a fool of him, like knocking two of his guards. Like they wouldn't listen to him, and then he slammed you all. He is like beat red, and he's like you can see like spit is starting to drip down his like cheek as he's like foaming at the mouth, basically.
Cool.
Yeah, you are grappled by 3 people. What do you do?
I'll just go limp.
Okay, they managed to throw you in the cell without beating you up more.
He's in the cell now with us?
Yep, and now they...
Oh, hey, Namfoodle.
Oh, this is what they wanted. They could have just said so.
Yeah. So is my axe inside the cell or outside the cell when I threw it out? or like when I was told to give up my weapons?
They're out. They managed to collect what was given up and bring it to
Okay.
the front, outside
So
of the cell.
my logs are all up there too. Yeah.
They're keeping some distance from stick dinner. Then Boar says, "All right, the rest of you step forward, and you're gonna answer some more of our questions." And they grill you on what happened at the watchtower. Namfoodle, do you say anything during this interview?
Well, like if I can before I say it to my teammates, can I like whisper to my teammates in a way that they won't be able to overhear me, the other guys, the guards, before we step forward?
As they are stepping forward, like being called forward to the front of the cell by Boars, you can try and say something.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper to my teammates, you guys, Boris is suspicious that these guards might be evil because of whatever we encountered out in the woods, so ham it up a bit, all right?
Okay.
Sounds unlikely, but I'll give you my best.
Boars is looking over the dissolved corpse, and he says, yeah, this is him. After like a few moments of looking him over, so, and he looks at the three of you, and then he looks at JR and says, "All right, tell me what happened."
What? He trusts JR?
I mean, like, is he interrogating me like by myself, or like are we just still in the cell and like everybody's still here?
He asks you.
Okay.
If other people want to speak up, fine. But
Well, I mean, yeah, this So we went there. We were like, I just go through the whole story how we were attacked by goblins. We were holed up in like the ranger's little tower, and then the next morning how we got attacked by this fire spitting bug, right?
yeah,
And I'm gonna, while he says that, I'm gonna like say from the background, see, I told you so!
Yeah, and so when we injured the bug, he retreated to his burrow, which we followed, but we couldn't catch the bug. I swear it's real. But we found the body in there, and we managed to rescue the body and get out of there before the fire engulfed the whole place.
okay.
Yeah.
But the bug didn't
Why don't you go
start
see
the
this?
fire.
Why don't you go see the burrow yourself? It's still there. Not on fire. Much.
Boars asked you, but the bug didn't start the fire, did it?
I mean, this is a really chaotic fight. I mean, it's like this. He was like spitting stuff on me. Like I got these burns on my chest. Couldn't really tell what was going on, but like the fight was really chaotic. But I knew that the bug was like spitting fire everywhere. So I don't know.
Okay. I'll come clean. I was walking around the forest. I was running because the bug had already come out of the ground and attacked JR. And then all of a sudden, boom, out of the ground. Knocked me to my feet. Fell back, lantern flew out of my hand, smashed on a tree. They ignited the kindling. Really nothing I could do about it at that point. I was kind of focused on the bug.
Alright, you roll deception.
Okay.
Jerry, do you tell him anything else?
12.
What's that?
Do you tell him anything else?
Yeah, I tell him like, yeah, who's in charge of the forestry around here? Because like, just having this much keeping that much dried wood around is really not good for the environment. You know, like something should really be done about. Like we should like segregate the trees into sections. You know, like normal forest fire prevention stuff. Because I know we're in like a dry season, but
You want to chop
just
down
one fire spitting bug shouldn't be able to light the whole forest on fire. You know.
Well, I'll tell you what. If there's any trees left over after the forest fire, you can go nuts.
All right, thank you.
What else did you find there?
We found some notes, right?
Yeah, the ranger had some notes about something magical over in the lake.
Yeah, some caves.
Didn't really want to deal with that. He left some dried fruit on the ground. It was too crunchy, not good.
There's some
That's about it.
bugbears.
Oh, and the bugs are still there.
The
At least
bugbears.
one.
They're
Were those
saying
I thought they were
monsters
hobgoblins.
that did this to him are still there. Okay.
At least one of them.
All right. Okay, he looks over to the captain of the guard and kind of nods at him and says, "Yeah, they're telling the truth. But yeah, you should probably have a more serious trial for the gnome." And then he points to the wanted poster and he says, "What about that girl
What the
that
fuck?
got away?" And he points to the wanted poster and you see a picture of a human woman that says Karenetta wanted for murder. Or sorry, not for murder, for cult activities.
Cult activity seems like a stretch, but she was definitely responsible for everything that happened in the market. I saw her, throw the first attack when the people started throwing the tomatoes. I saw her provoke the villagers. I saw her kick a guard in the nuts. It was pretty much all her fault.
It's true. I don't even. You keep saying I attacked people, but I have no memory of this. Either it was some evil apparition that looked like me, or she may have wiped my mind. I have no idea.
You both have to roll deception then.
And I'm telling the truth. Doesn't matter. I actually have the same bonus for persuasion and deception.
Well, you're kind of trying to cover him saying it was all her though.
Okay, yeah, I guess. All right, I rolled twice. I guess the first one was a 2. Wait, no, wait, the first one was a 5?
If you roll 2 accidentally, we'll just use the first one.
Okay, so a 7 then. Or a 9,
I got
sorry.
14.
So I got a 9.
9. He says, "Well, we don't have her to question right now, so we can't really compare stories. We'll let you out now, but the gnome has to stay in." So
Can you look at the concept of bail?
Well,
what,
This is wrong to keep an innocent man locked up without a trial.
Why are you talking about bailing? We're not on the ships, lad. Then he kind of is kind of done with the conversation and he walks out. The guards let out the rest of you.
I'm gonna whisper to Namfoodle, hold tight.
Can I collect all my stuff?
I'm sure they'll find you innocent.
Sal, I look at the captain and say, "Next time, don't be such a stick in the mud."
He kind of just doesn't even want to hear any more about sticks and the stick religion. Okay, next up, Boris is talking to you guys outside of the barracks, and he says, "All right, two things. We got. I was talking to the shoemaker Grezzy earlier, and you might want to help him with something. I think there's some weird stuff going on at his cabin, and
shoemaker.
Sorry, what?
The shoemaker?
There's a shoemaker. He hasn't been having his normal output of making his amazing shoes, and the townspeople are starting to get a little worried for him. And the other thing is, we think we know where the cultists. There's this kind of mansion out in the middle of the woods. This big house that think that they're taking their victims back to.
You know what? This all sounds really cool and stuff, but I think our first priority is to free the homie Everdab.
Wait, Everdab?
Oh yeah, my name's Namfoodle. Everdab is my brother's name.
Right, free the homie Namfoodle.
Oh, JR, don't be silly. We're adventurers. We gotta stay focused on the mission.
Right, but I feel like we can't just leave him in the cell like that,
Especially justice will find his way out. Leave him for now.
All right, I trust in this archaic legal system.
Sick Dad is just so confused. He's like, innocent people being arrested and the shoes being bad quality is what passes for dark magic around here.
Boris looks at you guys and he kind of wants to. Oh, he's about to back away, but then he's like, "Okay, I guess you guys. I don't know about that gnome that's in jail right now, but you guys seem like you're actually kind of wanting to help out the town, and you actually did bring back the dead body. So I'm not too worried about you guys. So I'll give you the reward for finding out about him." And he hands you a little pouch of 100. He says there's 150 coins for 2 of you, and you each get 150 gold coins.
Nice.
So you can now go to level 3.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit.
So next, they take you out of the cell. You're allowed to walk around a little bit and use the washroom, and then that you are handcuffed to the table and interrogated further. Do you?
Oh, sorry. Wait, is this what happens while I'm resting? Like, does anything? Can I can do stuff during my short rest, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare a number of elixirs on my short rest.
Oh, you have like the containers and whatnot to do that too in your little crotch
Yeah,
bag?
it's in my ever full pouch.
Okay. You said you weren't gonna do any alchemy.
Oh, and that's not an alchemy school though. That's like something I had from level 2.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, other than that, yeah, and then I like conceal my pouch back where it was before. And then that's all I do for my short rest.
And you can also roll to heal, or
Okay, what do I roll?
you
Just
can roll any amount of hit dice to regain that much HP.
how many do I have to pick from?
You have 2 per day because you have that many levels, and the ones you roll
Okay.
are the ones that you have for your hit points, like for your class-based ones.
Okay, so like I have like a D8 normally for my constitution and stuff, so that's what I roll.
Yep. And if you want to roll another one, you can roll another one too.
No, yeah, I wouldn't bother to roll.
You're not gonna get your HP back?
I mean, I'm only missing 3 HP. Should I recover it? Okay, I guess I'll just recover it. I'll roll it. Okay, I'm
Alright.
back to full.
So now that you are, well, I guess if you're concealing the potion, are you saying something, Blair?
Sorry, what?
Are you saying something, or is that just background noise?
I wasn't saying anything, but if I was to do something, I was going to go to Boris to appeal the halflings prison thing.
What do you say?
I say, why accuse a man of murder when he's out here risking his life to protect the island itself?
He says, well, he maybe actually did murder someone.
I would hate to see any stick cut short of its time.
You're one of those stick guys, huh?
Hold on a sec. I need to check something.
He says, well, I'm confident that the guards can sort him out, and he'll be given a fair trial, probably tomorrow.
If he risks his life, why not use him with us in our fight against these cultists?
Well, he might be one of them if he's a murderer, so...
Hold on. I need to roll a d6 psionic energy die.
What?
Because
What the hell are you?
Alright. I rolled a 4, so for the next 4 hours I can speak telepathically to everyone that sorry, not everyone that I can see. To Barry and Stick Dinner. And I say, telepathically, guys, first of all, don't freak out. I learned telepathy in the last 5 minutes.
Wait, can we talk back?
You can, yeah, but let me finish. Yeah, you send a whole message back and forth. Second, don't worry about Namfoodle. If the trial goes wrong, we're gonna break him out.
Whoa, it's like you're in my head. What the hell? But yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
I would hate to see those steel sticks broken apart, though.
God damn it. Wait, can I hear that too, or like only you can hear that?
Let
Or
me
how
check.
does it work? Like, are we having like a cold conversation, or is it like?
Boris.
I call.
Boris says, "All right, I'll see you guys at the trial." He's like kind of staring at you guys as you're like looking at each other, and he turns and he walks away.
We're all just laughing randomly.
My character is giggling, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm just setting myself back.
We're all just sitting there staring at each other and chuckling.
Yeah. We're gonna send a fart noise
So
today
do
after
you
his
guys
mind.
say anything else
Well, since he
before?
might be a cultist.
Do you guys have anything else to say to each other before I go back to Namfoodle?
I
Oh,
mean,
is he-
I'm good. That's all I wanted to say.
Is he being interrogated now?
We'll get back to him in a second.
Yeah, I just want to make it very clear that Stick Dinner is very sympathetic towards Namfoodle because when they were emptying his bag, he saw a collection of sticks drop out, and his heart gave out in that moment.
Yes.
What?
Oh, okay. So
Right, as long if Boris is walking off, that's all I want to say.
so back to the barracks room. You are handcuffed, and they are about to attach your handcuffs to the table, Namfoodle.
So they've removed me from the cell and they're putting me by this
Yeah,
table.
they're about to handcuff you.
So what do I see in the room right now?
Two guards
like
and a
people
table with
wise.
your stuff on it.
And the cell is now open.
Yeah, they open it, and then they're about to handcuff you.
Okay. Can I consult the party?
No.
Oh God. Okay. Let's see. What should I do? Should I just go to trial? That's what I'm thinking. Like they're not gonna stop harassing me.
Yeah, haven't they gotten a doctor to check the body yet?
It's not like he committed war crimes, right? He just like did a little.
Former Jeff.
Murder.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not gonna resist. I'll allow it.
You're interrogated for a few more hours as various people come in and ask you questions. I feel like you've already pretty much made your case, though, unless you want to say more things. Like
Nope.
I just wanna
You've
stick to
you've
the
got the
story.
gist of it.
Okay, so they tell you that you're gonna have a trial the next day with basically in front of the whole town, and we're gonna go to the next day now.
Wait. I want to ask. Can I ask them anything?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask them if I can have anybody represent me or like help argue my case, and if I can call any witnesses.
They say yes. You may actually have a lawyer, and you may talk to the witnesses or whoever else comes up. You'll have a fair trial. They reassure you.
Okay, but I can call my own witnesses from the crowd.
They say yeah.
Do I have to
yeah, you can do
rearrange
that.
it? Okay, and when do I gotta pick my representative? Like, can I call for somebody to come see me now?
He says we can actually send out someone to like a messenger if you tell us who you want, what person you want.
Okay. I want Boris to represent me.
Boris?
Boris, yeah.
They kind of look at each other and like say okay. Do you say anything else?
Oh, well, I just say like if I can speak with him as my representative before the trial, that would be good.
Yeah. An hour later, the messenger comes back and says that Boris will not help you. So the
It's a
guard,
pretty.
the guard is like he kind of like seems annoyed that he has to stop playing a card game with the other guard and says, "All right, do you have a representative?"
Okay, I guess I'll call Paynor to represent me, man. He's got good charisma, right?
You can't find it. 5 minutes. I want them.
This is a pretty complex legal system for a society that doesn't understand bail.
So I'm assuming you go back over.
Yep.
All right, you're in the barracks with him now.
All right. Are there other guards around?
Namfoodle's back in his cell now. You're talking to him through the cell.
Okay. First thing I do is roll a psionic energy dice.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can now speak to him telepathically for 2 hours.
Okay, excellent.
It's just an action to establish it, so. Alright. So there's like guards, it's a cell, so there's like guards around. So I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, the guard's listening to our conversation.
so, hi,
They don't seem
Namfoodle.
that interested.
Alright.
Okay.
The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take a deep breath, sit down, we're gonna meditate together, okay?
Alright.
Alright. Now, telepathically. Dude, their telepathy! It's fucking lit! Anyways,
Yo, this
what
is
are we gonna-
cool.
right? Alright, so what have you told them so far? You said that it was just a different gnome?
Basically, I've told them I don't know what happened. I've lost my, like, people claim that I was throwing firebombs in the marketplace, but I don't really have a firm recollection of that. I don't remember being there, so either there was some kind of like clone or took my spot while I was incapacitated or I was away from the scene, or something controlled me, but I don't really know. There's just like a lot of dark magic going around with that creature in the woods and all of that shit and the dead ranger,
Yeah, I think we might have to go that angle because I remember yelling to a lot of people that we were controlled by dark magic at the time.
That's
So-
true, that's true.
I think we might have to pull that one back out again.
But my question to you though is, should I just like, if I really want to, I can just bust out. Should I like bust out of here, or should I go to trial, man? Or should I escape
Yeah.
at the trial?
Escaping now would be easier. I could pick this lock in like a few minutes, but there's guards in this room. Can you fit into your own Everfull pouch?
No, I am not an alchemy ingredient.
Well, maybe I could pick this lock and just leave it open for you.
Okay, so you think I should just escape? We're gonna basically be like outlaws in this town indefinitely. If I escape, that's the only problem.
Honestly, yeah, that's kind of ass. I don't have to keep doing outlaw every single time we come back to town for a quest. We're on thin ice already. Alright, so I
Alright.
guess I'll have to go to trial. And I guess I'll explain the whole dark magic thing again.
Okay.
But until then, can I roll you a... Can you pick out can you pick lock handcuffs? Do you have any skill in that? If I leave you a lock pick, can we keep that as like a last resort?
Sure, I've got good. What do I use for lockpicking?
Not sure, sleight of hand?
Sure, I've got great sleight of hand.
How many lockpicks do I have? Oh, okay, it's just something in my tools. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... Alright, now out loud. Now, brother, let us join hands and pray to the sticks for your good fortune.
Hallowed be the stick.
May you remain long and cylindrical. Amen.
Yes.
And just leave the lockpick in your hand. Alright. Well, let's go out there and tell some truth tomorrow. That's
Yeah,
luck.
yeah. I love the truth, man.
I bid you guards, a good night. Thanks for all the good work you do. Except when you lock me up. That was bad work. We'll talk about that later. Have a good one. I guess I'll go sleep or something.
The next morning,
Yeah, I guess I spent that whole time just banging sticks around.
Yeah. Much
That's
to the
what
pleasure of-
does.
Stick dinner just accompanies you and watches silently.
I mean, I play with your sticks. Yeah, so wherever you go, I'm just gonna carry this pile of sticks with you.
He's like, put them here, brother. Skip back. Sticks.
Jesus, what are you doing, Dan?
many people are gathered for the trial. You recognize that it's a lot of people from the market the other day.
Is this like an outdoor trial?
Yeah.
Stick dinner's trying to make sense of things, not really knowing what's going on, but he's like, I sense a sticky situation.
Don't worry, we'll get this all straightened out, Sticks.
You are arranged before the temple. The Namfoodle is brought out in chains. The wanted poster is next to him. It of course doesn't look much like him. And
Nice.
you see this person that's wearing kind of fancy looking robes that has like a scroll case. It's not quite a desk, it's like kind of like a makeshift platform where there's like a, if you imagine it's kind of like a deck that's in someone's backyard is kind of like next to the temple. And
So good.
and so the peasants are kind of just crowded around, like staring and yelling, like, kill him, hang him. And they're all like, that's him, kill him. And a guy that looks like a judge with he has the white wig on, and he has a little gavel, and he says, order in the court, and his voice just kind of echoes out into the jungle, not really echoing, but like kind of just going out. And he says, today we are here gathered in front of the temple to have a trial for Namfoodle Coblob. He is being accused of murder in the foulest order against Bimini. He was a treasured member of the community, and you look over and you see women and children crying in the crowd. He says the defendant may call upon someone to represent them, and the detective and the guards will present evidence and question people here now in public and for all to see, and we will discern whether Namfoodle was actually the murderer.
Okay, yeah, I call on Paynor to represent me.
It's my honor to defend.
Are we
this honor
here?
for today.
Wait, is the whole party here?
Yep.
Am I manacled right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what am I doing? Am I just like standing on an open stage, or am I
Yeah,
seated?
you're standing on this wooden platform. We can use
Okay.
the
Don't.
here.
Thank you.
Is there like a podium around me or something like that, or how does it look?
Yeah, like the judge is next to you here. This guy will be the judge. This will be the enemy prosecutor next to him.
Okay, hang on. Let me.
Boris
do
is
my
back here
thing.
in the crowd.
But yeah, like, are there like wooden boards around me or a
That's
table
good.
in
Just one
front of
is
me?
good. Actually, we'll put one by the judge, and one is a desk for the lawyers to work on. Nice.
What about me, man? Am I just in the open?
You have two guards beside you.
Okay, but is there like objects in front of me? Anything in front of me?
There is the table.
You gotta slow down, Dan. I can't keep up with your description.
Both the prosecutor and it's assumed that both of the lawyers are going to work at the same table here. So we're going to put you over here.
So the judge's table. This is like the little podium that he's standing on, with guards around him, right?
No, he's not up on the
Oh, that's the witness stand.
That's right. It's like a little makeshift witness stand, and he has 2 guards
Okay.
here.
Oh, he should be like here then, right? Facing.
Yep. Yes,
Yeah.
he's shown in front of everyone here, and then brought over to the table here where he can sit or stand next to the.
Okay. I could just do another table for like the defense and the prosecutor.
They only have 2 tables, and the judge has one of them with his gavel.
Wow, look at that, a third table.
This is peak D&D.
Yeah, they're like, okay. So, prosecutors over here, defendants. I think this is the wrong side, but whatever, we're gonna go with this. It's just 2 gnomes standing on a table.
Yeah.
The judge says, next, the prosecutor will begin the case. And this woman wearing the fancy robes puts her scroll case down on the table and says, 2 days ago, you, this gnome that came into our town to defile our community, you threw a bomb and you killed Bimini as his family tried to put him out of flames. He choked and died, and he was burned up horribly in an attack where a witch from the cult also used her magic to put a hex on some good people. There was a dozen witnesses at least in that chaotic scene the other day, and by proving that you were the one that killed Bimini, we will see you hanged today. And this is met with a bunch of enthusiastic roars from the crowd. She says, I call up the victim's family. Oh, nice. We will use this as the... Okay, this can be the prosecutor as well. And then... I don't think
Victim's
there's,
also prosecutor?
people. Oh, nice!
Yeah, Dan, just keep describing things. I'll try to keep up.
So
Thanks, Jim.
there's a lady is the I'll use this guy for something else, I guess. Nice. So
I killed that guy Stormwind once.
she says, "Is that the gnome who killed your dad?" And points. Yep, they're both here. And points over at Namfoodle. And you don't have your hat on. You have.
I look bald, right?
Yeah. Now I'm going
Cool.
to do some rolls. Oh my gosh. They both look at you and say, I'm not really sure. I mean, there was a lot of smoke and chaos that day. She said, like, he stares at you over and over and keeps sobbing and trying to look at you through his tears. But he says, I don't know, and runs back into the crowd. And the woman runs after him. The prosecutor stammers a bit and says, okay, we'll call up another witness there that day. Who...
Wait, do we know the procedure of this trial? When do we get to talk?
I'd like the prosecution to finish, honestly. I don't see this is going.
Yeah, actually, this is going pretty good so far.
Yeah, this could go our way. Let's let them finish.
Says, you were one of the people whose stall was destroyed in the chaos. Can you identify the gnome?
Yes!
All gnomes look the same to me. I
Yes!
haven't seen one.
This
So it
fucking
must have been
racist
him.
ass town.
He says, it must have been him. Haven't seen any other gnomes on the island. He just messed up his hair to hide the fact that he's a murderer.
What? I exclaim. False! This is my preferred hairstyle!
She said, is that really your preferred hairstyle? And I must remind you that if you lie in the court, it will not look well for you. And now you have to roll a deception check.
Wait, My witness chooses to retract that statement. Please, he's in an emotionally distressed state, and this hair choice preference has nothing to do with this trial.
The judge looks to you and says, uh, well, is it true?
Your Honor, did you not hear his first statement? He said that all gnomes look alike. How would he even know what my hair was if we all look alike?
He picks up a book off the table and kind of like winds it up to throw it at you and says, "Oh yeah, we don't really throw the book at them. You didn't answer the question. Nice try. Now, is that really how you like to carry yourself? Like, come on, lad. You look the damn fool. Like, half of your hair is like missing on various parts of your head. Were you really like that when you came to this island?"
The defense will decide the time at which the state of his hair is relevant to this case. Please let the prosecution proceed.
No, I'm gonna say, my hair is often changing. My hair comes and goes, and it's just as fleeting as my feelings.
Make a persuasion check.
Sorry, what did I roll?
9 plus 4.
9 plus 4, 13.
You begin to hear people in the crowd yell that this man's being tried for murder. What is this even about? And then the judge kind of like is like paying attention to all the people yelling and says,
Yeah,
"Order,
and
order, order."
at that moment I interject and I say, precisely. This is why the prosecution is making a mockery of this trial, commenting on my appearance, talking about what I look like. None of these people even know what a gnome looks like. They're just making it up as they go, it seems to me. The prosecution is just making a joke by asking these people to identify me.
The judge says, "Very well, then. We will proceed to a point where the defense may speak for a while now." And the prosecutor goes, but what? And he says, well, just give him a turn for a while.
Turn. Are there gonna be more? I'd like to know if there are more witnesses pending before I begin my defense.
He says, "You may call upon anyone from the crowd here or any of the ones that were previously called upon."
Okay. Well, before we call for witnesses, let my defender, my public defender, tell the court what happened.
Very well. We'll begin this story where it begins. When we arrived on this shore, 4 strong, brave adventurers, selflessly prepared to help you, good, honorable townfolk, fight against the cult. And did we tarry in this goal? No. As Boris will tell you, the moment we arrived on the shores, after a brief detour into a hut that smelled like marijuana, we set off immediately after the cult. And we did penetrate deep into their lair, slaying all manner of filthy lizardkin and scarab beetle-y things, and at the end we fought a massive demonkin and his ugly sorcerer friend, and dispatched them.
And we
After
made
which,
friends with the turtle man.
yes, the turtle man. I hope he's doing all right. Good guy. After which, we went into a particularly dusty and tomb-like area where we met a strange aristocratic witch with a penchant for calling everyone peasants, which, I mean, may be technically accurate, but I don't really morally agree with, and her mute paladin friend. And we proceeded out of the lair victorious, when it began to we came to realize that a madness had set in.
The
I don't
judge
know
interrupts, saying,
whether
"Where was this tomb?"
the forest. We follow the forest trail that Boris pointed us down.
Yes, ask Boris. He knows
Boris-
us well.
He says,
Boris
"All right,
watched us
very
Boris,
close to
you should
Boris.
just come up
Boris
to the
walked
front
us
now."
personally to the front of the tomb.
So Boris, he makes his way up to the stand and says, "Aye, it's true. They did clear out that nest of cultists. We don't know about that Karanetta if she actually is a cultist though, but I'm pretty sure she is.
Yes.
While Boris approaches the stand, I'm gonna start like coughing, really horribly, like just like I'm almost gonna fucking choke. It sounds like, and like while I do that, I like bend my whole body forward, and so that my like face is basically in my crotch, kind of thing. And I try and take a surreptitious sip of an elixir in my pouch.
What does that do?
So do I successfully drink it or not?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm
Okay,
sure
yeah.
you're prepared
When
for
I
this.
drink it, it automatically casts charm person at somebody within 30 feet of me that I can see. So I cast it on Boris, so he now sees me as a friendly acquaintance.
Oh my gosh. Does it affect if the spell is cast with like components or? Sorry, not
Yeah,
components.
well,
but, like...
when I did my short rest in the prison, that's when I made this elixir. So I just have to like every day when if I have time, I can make up to 3 of those potions, and I need to take a long rest. So I haven't made any yet. So those are my first ones. So now I've made 3 in total, and I can't make any more until my next long rest.
Okay.
But yeah, basically when I drink the potion, it casts the spell. If it requires me to do like take like time or something, like if it was say an incantation or whatever, then it would take the time still, but for this it just casts. It's my elixir formula list.
All right.
Okay, yeah, carry on, Boris. So yeah.
Boris makes his way up to the stand and he stares out blankly at you.
Okay. What does he say? Wasn't he up there answering questions about us adventuring on his behalf and like stopping evil?
Do we ask him another
He
question?
isn't saying anything. He's just kind of like standing there, like blankly looking at you.
Oh, sorry, Dan. I'm an idiot. I forgot. It doesn't automatically charm him. He needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
So what did he roll?
That was that 10, right?
Okay, my
Whoa,
spell
whoa,
DC.
whoa.
What's that?
You don't know what happened. But he's
Okay,
looking at you.
but my spell DC is a 14, so he has to roll. If he rolls lower than 14, then he's charmed, basically.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah, a Painor. Come on, grill the witness, my man. This is what I hired you for.
Okay. Boris, did you not walk us personally to the front of that tomb and, you know, advise us on all the horrible dark magics that were happening inside?
Yes, that's right. You guys actually did clear out that tomb and finished off the cultists.
Indeed, we did. And Karanetta and her strange mute paladin friend, they were not with us when we entered, were they?
That's right. You were not sent out there.
No,
Sir.
because we met them inside, and all they showed us, valid Adventurers Guild certification. So to this day, we don't know whether they were cultists planted to infiltrate our party and sow madness, or whether Karanetta herself was a genuine adventurer who was afflicted by the demonic magics and sent mad as well. But when we walked out of there, I mean, some of the madness had clearly started growing in her and whichever gnome I walked back with, because you see, we lost we lost Namfoodle in the chaos that ensued that day, and we don't know if the gnome we found afterwards was the same Namfoodle, whether a different gnome had walked back with us, another infiltrator, one of Karanetta's friends, or if Namfoodle was just so taken with the madness, he threw a bomb without knowing what he was doing or where he was. But either way, I turn to you, townsfolk. Do you not remember me hearing, screaming, the madness that afflicted my friends at that time? I know many of you locked eyes with me when I said this, and many of you understood it to be true at that time. Have you changed your minds?
Beautiful. I start clapping.
I'd start clapping. I try to get the crowd into it. Jesus.
You hear some murmurs and some people kind of turning to each other and like whispering, but still many people are yelling angrily for your death. And then the prosecutor says, "So what you're saying is you don't actually know where he was at the time that these things happened, and you can't actually verify it."
Well, either the Namfoodle we brought back. Well, we know that Namfoodle must have been stricken with the madness in the tomb. If that meant that he stayed there and tore his hair out and we found him later when he came to in the forest, or if that meant he was the one that came back and threw the bomb while he was out of his mind. We can't prove either. I'm sorry. I wish, for the sake of Bimini's memory, I could give you a true answer, a truth. But I will not come here and lie and pretend I have more information than I do. This is everything that this is everything that we know, and I present it humbly to you, townfolk, and hope that you understand.
I'd like to interject. I go, look here. It's all very simple. I'm telling you, whatever gnome you saw throwing things in the market was not me. It was either some sort of apparition, or if it was me, I have no recollection of it. But what Boris can say while he's up there is that I came on board as a trustworthy adventurer, and I did a good job in the tombs. So, go and tell them, Boris.
So what's your
you
modifier
folk
for
trust Boris?
deception? What's your modifier?
That's not
The
deception.
modifier? Do I roll?
No, you're not rolling. I just want to know how much you add to lie.
Nothing. Oh no, charisma. 2.
Okay. You see the people of the town mull it over a bit. Then the prosecutor says, "I maintain that if he was of ill mind and killed this person, then he should be hanged anyways. It's because he is a danger to society and may kill again."
And I say, look, I simply wasn't there, okay? It wasn't me, and you can't prove it was me.
Sorry, before you say that, the reaction of the townspeople to her trying to convince them that was to go, they're not all kind of like yelling, yeah, as much at her thing.
I let out a visible boo after she finishes her statement. I saw a really loud boo. Boo.
Screams, "We don't even know it was him."
Okay.
I ask you all this. Well, the loss of Bimini may be tragic. How many more would have been lost if that demon and his sorcerer had been loosed upon the town? Or any of the other cultists?
While Boris is still on the stand, I'm gonna plead with him. Please, Boris! Please vouch for me, Boris! They trust you! They believe in you!
Boris says, "Yes, they did help. I'm glad they helped."
Thank you, Boris. I think that's all for this witness.
He says, "Okay, Namfoodle," and he walks back like a zombie back into the crowd.
Okay, and then next I chirp up and I say, and I can prove that I was not there that day. I was not at the scene of the marketplace when this happened. And I look into the crowd and I make eye contact with the smith's apprentice, and I say, young lad, come tell the people. I wasn't there. I was chatting with you about armor and weapons over by the smith's shop. And I call the young smith's apprentice up as a witness.
He looks up and he's standing there, and he says, why did you bring me up? And his eyes are darting around in the crowd, and he's very obviously nervous to be put on the spot.
I say, come on, you know me. We know each other really well. We're good friends. And you know that at the time of that marketplace incident, I wasn't near enough to be doing that. I was with you.
Roll a persuasion check.
And this is the same guy I gave 2 gold coins,
Yes,
right?
I remember.
That's basically what I was saying. Okay. That is 13.
He says, look, man, I saw you 2 days later. I did not see you on the day that this happened. I was just working away. And then everyone goes in the crowd goes, ooh.
Stick dinner raises the thing. He says, how would he know which day this even happened if he didn't do it?
Yeah.
And then the prosecutor says, yeah, how do you know these details about it if you're saying that you didn't do it?
Because you've all told me you presented the details at the start of the case. Do you not remember?
We did not say what day it happened or the exact details.
That's why he was confused.
That's because I advised my client on the slander against him.
Yes, I spoke to my lawyer last night.
Everyone knew what day it happened. I screamed.
Yeah, it's a fucking major event in this sleepy town.
Yeah, it's like the biggest thing that's happened here since the cult.
The judge says, okay. Let's, do you have any more witnesses to call upon, either of you?
I'm gonna go into another coughing fit and like lean into my crotch again to try and like take a drink of this elixir.
Okay, this time, there's not really a distraction. People are all just kind of like looking at what's happening, so you're gonna have to roll, you may choose sleight of hand, or some other kind of skill like that to...
Yeah, I'll do
it.
sleight of hand.
Mike is really...
All right, 8.
Eight plus, what do you add?
No, it's a total of 8.
A total of 8. The prosecutor runs over to you and tries to grab at what you're... First, who are you targeting with your spell? When you're...
Nobody gets targeted until I drink the thing, until I actually drink it.
Oh, okay. She begins tugging at your shirt to see what you're doing. And
I started yelling out, harassment! Help me! Help! She's gone mad!
The guard scrutinizes you as well.
Okay, is she like tugging at me? What's she doing? Like no one's stopping her? I like
Yell to Pino, get this mad woman off of me!
What are you doing? This man is innocent until proven guilty.
She's grabbing me for no reason.
She grabs your shirt.
Violence in
and
the
pulls it up.
prosecution. I call for mistrial.
It says she's the witch.
This is kangaroo court.
The judge bangs his gavel on the table and says, I order the defendant to be searched. And then the woman like kind of backs off, and then the guards like pick you up and then shake you.
okay.
And then your sack of contents tumbles out in front of everybody.
Oh, okay.
You roll a dexterity save.
Okay, plus 2.
Okay, the since like it's I'm gonna say that one of these things that you tried to drink from is it's spilled out and it's all over on the ground now. And then the prosecutor yells, "See, he does concoct foul alchemical things. Like watch as the stench of it like rises up, and then all the people in the court like it's like they're almost kind of like bumping into each other, and all the peasants are like running up to stare at like the ooze or goo or whatever it is. Like everyone is like pushing each other over to like see the concoction.
I'm just gonna yell. Of course he makes us concoctions. He's trained as an alchemist to fight evil. He was trained officially through the Adventurers Guild. What else are we supposed to have on him?
Oh, that's definitely gonna be a deception roll.
Wait, that was all true. It doesn't matter. It's the same bonus.
Okay. Is it true? Were you trained by the? Because I'm pretty sure he's self-taught.
Oh,
Oh yes,
26.
yes. I'm so
Sorry.
sorry.
You know what? Actually, it is more deceptive than not. It's also 26.
Okay.
This is why you're my lawyer, man.
The judge orders everyone to like get back and give some room.
Okay, so I'm guessing that elixir is just gone. It's
Yes.
filled out. Okay.
Is it like stay there in a puddle, or is it like soaked into the ground?
It's there's like a purplish puddle on the ground now.
Like that?
Can I pick back up my bag, or what happens to it?
Yeah, you can pick it back up.
Okay.
Sorry, what's my proficiency? If something says you use your proficiency bonus, where do I find that if I don't know what proficiency it is?
It's +2 for your level. Like it goes up by what level you are. So
Okay.
right now it's just +2.
And I would like to.
Oh, why don't we call up fucking JR, our
Oh,
newfound friend, and all of
yeah,
that?
let's
you
do
know?
that. But first, I'm rolling a psionic energy die. It's a 3. I'm gonna establish telepathic communication between Namfoodle. Is there a single executioner? How many executioners are there? This is for later. If there's one, who's gonna execute him? Is it one person? Okay, fuck. After 2, which means I can only pick 2 people.
What?
So I'm not gonna say anything right now. I'm just establishing the connections for now.
I don't know, Dan. I just assumed there was an executioner, so I put him in.
That's what that guy is? Cool.
Okay. I established the communication between Namfoodle and the executioner. I'm not saying anything to either of them right now, so they don't know until I send them a message.
I'm in the back of the crowd just playing with the stick still, just banging them together.
That's for later. Surprise
Okay.
tool for later. I'm done.
The prosecutor
Now-
turns to the crowd and says, "Is there anyone here that's qualified to kind of identify what the components of his pouch is to see if he's a dangerous cultist?" And you hear some murmurs from the crowd. One person says, the shaman? Another person says, maybe the Fletcher. No.
Boris from the Adventurers Guild is what I yell out. He is an adventurer after all, and an expert on destroying cultists.
He starts walking up, and the judge yells, "Oi! You haven't been called up yet," but he's still like walking up forward normally, and he yells, "Get back!" And then they, like, these guards kind of like walk up to him to say, like, what is he doing? But he's just kind of like walking towards you, like with his eyes like open, like really staring. And he
Boris,
just
tell these
kind of
fine
like
people what.
pushes his shoulder past him and then walks up like next to you.
Boris, tell these fine people that I am guilty of no cultist activity.
You're my friend. I will help you, he says. Cultist activity? I don't think you're involved. I mean, I sent you out, and you got rid of them the first time.
Thank you, Boris. Thank you.
And then he looks around and says, "Why am I looking at this pouch here?" And the prosecutor says,
Tell.
we
Oh,
need you
sorry.
to
Yes.
see if there's any like dangerous materials in there or anything that might tie him back to the cultists." And he says, "Okay," and he starts rummaging through your sack.
Cool.
Can you explain what they are? Like what some of your ingredients you might have are? As he identifies
Sure, they're
them?
like different powders and like clippings from plants and just like vials of different types of liquids and stuff. And then of course there are other like empty containers and vials and different components that could be used, like fire making materials, other stuff, other things that you'd use in like a basic alchemy lab, like some of the hardware and then some of the actual chemicals and stuff.
Okay, he explains that there's flashbang, like you can make like a bright light appear. He mentions that there you could make do you have what it takes to make poisons? You have
Yeah,
the
there's
poison
some.
maker's kit, right?
Yeah.
He says this looks like poison, like this specific
What?
chemical
He's
here.
still friendly to me though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the prosecutor says, "Why would you have poison? What needs to
Well,
make poison?"
that's the best way to make an antidote.
Hmm.
Healing people is my mission.
Is that's a lie too, right?
I guess.
Depends on how you define healing.
Okay. You can roll persuasion because you were trying to give people free psychedelic brews.
Okay, that's 21.
You hear murmurs from the crowd, people going, "Ooh, wow, yeah." And then Boris says, "Anything else you want me to say?"
No, you've done great, Boris. If anything, I'm grateful to you, Boris. Thanks for being such a great friend.
He just kind of stares quietly. And then,
Cool.
let's see. It's kind of hard to keep track of what goes on next. Boris says, "Can I go back now?"
Yeah, you can go back.
Ouch, if
Can
you
we
resolve.
call another witness? I want to
Yes.
call like JR or one of those, or what's our new friend called?
Dick Dinner. Let's say
Stick
JR
Dinner.
first, because he was there.
Yeah.
The defense calls the honorable lumberjack adventurer, JR.
Who's well respected by the community after all those tales he told in the pub and other things like that.
Yeah. I come up.
JR, could you please describe the events that occurred after leaving the tomb, as you noticed the madness set in Carinetta and the possibly false Namfoodle?
Oh yeah, just after the tomb, I was kind of injured, so I kind of split off from the group to just find some healing. Next thing I know, there's this angry mob, like just charging these like Carinetta and her friend. I I feel like they were the main focus. They were like the instigators of the mob. So if anyone would be punished, it'd be them. I really can't remember much. I remember like during the tomb, Namfoodle was really helpful. Like, I can say that the elixirs that he does brew, they healed me quite a bit. I took quite a bit of damage from the cultists, so that I can vouch for. Like he is a healer by every definition of the word. So, and I mean, yeah. What else? What else do you want to hear? What else do you want to know?
That was fantastic, JR. Thank you.
All right.
How can you prove that you're actually not a cult member?
Me? I'll have you know, I have several confirmed cultist kills under my belt.
What proof do you have of this?
I mean, I guess everyone else you can call on for their witnesses, but other members of my party can vouch for me. I pull out my axe. I'm sure if you look closely enough, you can find some cultist blood on it. Still, you know. Do I have to roll for that? Or...
I was rolling a bit for it.
Oh, okay.
You hear people from the crowd yell, He was there with the gnome that killed."
I was on your side. I was in the crowd.
So, what were you doing that day there in the market if you were there with the killer?
Oh, like I said, we just came back. I split up. I was looking for some good, honest work. Just if I remember correctly, I asked some old farmer if he had some work at the farm. I'd look for him in the crowd. Yeah, I was looking for my next adventure. I believe I wasn't struck by the madness like my friend was, but because I was far away from the epicenter.
Did you see him throw the bomb?
I don't think so. I know there was a lot of mud being hurled. Maybe there's a bomb somewhere in there, but no, I just
Okay, roll a deception.
Deception?
Yep.
Wait, he actually wasn't there when the bomb was thrown.
I wasn't.
Oh, you weren't?
I was in the crowd.
He was like 40 feet away.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I know it was a chaotic scene. I don't know who threw the bomb.
Okay, that's true. I thought you were like all kind of near each other.
No, I was split up from the party. I was in the thick of the mob, or like in the back, sort of.
Yeah, he was literally chatting up that farmer.
Okay.
I put my axe away.
So she says, "Is there actually another gnome on the island?"
I mean, yes. I feel like, they make statistically. I feel like there would be, right? The gnomes have it's a very forested area, so I feel like gnomes would have an interest in this area. When was the last time that you guys saw a gnome? I feel like they're pretty common around here, right? Because of the Adventurers Guild, it's like they just come and go.
Or maybe they confused another short creature with a gnome. Who knows?
Yeah, there's plenty of there's halflings, like our friend Pinor here, and dwarves, and maybe even a goblin, who knows?
Or
Oh yes, do
it
you
was a
guys
changeling brought back from the
wait,
tomb
wait.
to cause discord.
wait, I'd like to say to the prosecutor, did your witnesses not remember a scary goblin following us back from the cultists? And maybe that was what was the one who did this evil deed.
Could have even been a child.
No, we
Funny.
literally brought a little goblin. Remember we
Oh
brought
yeah,
a goblin
true,
there?
yeah.
It followed us back to this village and then just disappeared, man.
Yes, where is this goblin
Let's just
now?
pin it on this fucking goblin.
She calls up the
Why
same
is this
witnesses
goblin not
before.
here observing the trial if he's so innocent?
She calls
But
up the
you're
same
right.
witnesses before and asks him, "Did you see a goblin that day at the attack?" And he says, "Yes, the goblin was with that gnome over there, and they were both attacking."
But I thought they couldn't recognize a gnome.
Can I get off the witness stage?
We'll call
the
you
judge
back if
says
we need
yes,
you,
you
JR.
can-
Thank you
you
for
I
can
your
mean,
leave
Your
service.
right
Honor,
now.
the events of that day were unclear, but all I know is I can vouch for this gnome here. He's a good-natured fellow. He does not make bombs. He makes healing potions, and yeah, I can just vouch for his character as a member of his party.
The prosecutor asks, "Are you in league with this goblin we are also known to be a murderer?"
I think we were meant to take him back as a prisoner. I think it's been a while since these events. It's been all a bit hazy. But I didn't trust him fully. But when we brought him back, I don't think he was like
The
part of our
goblin
party.
promised us information against the cult.
Yeah.
He wanted to escape, but he must have deceived us all. Or perhaps he cast the madness. And where is he now? Isn't it suspicious that all of you and us forgot him until now? Maybe that was part of a spell.
Yes, yes, he's manipulated all of our minds.
You hear whispers and fear in the crowd. Ooh, a goblin magician that kills people, and it's like you can hear that, like they're starting to like all talk amongst themselves about, yeah, there was a goblin, and a witch and a goblin, but this guy, maybe he's the killer. So the judge says, I would like you to finish calling up witnesses and prepare a final statement.
All right.
I don't think we have any more
Yeah,
direct
I think
witnesses, right?
I think we're pretty good, Pino, right?
I think we're doing good. Yeah.
Yeah,
The defense rests for now. But wait, 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 is it final defense time or is there something else happening first?
The prosecutor pulls up a guard and asks, is that the gnome that you saw there on that day of the fateful attack? And he looks at you. He spends a bit more time looking at your hair and is like kind of thrown off by it for a second, but he says, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the guy. And she says, thank you.
Now, do we?
I'm done calling up the witnesses now.
We don't gotta say anything to the guard.
Sure, you can say he starts heading back. Do you say anything?
Okay. Well, before he heads off, I say, like after his statement, I yell out like, "Come on! Like out of all the witnesses, one random guard thinks he saw me, a gnome who like nobody even knows that they barely even can tell us apart. That's terrible." That's all. I just yelled that like commentary out, caused so a little confusion in the crowd, you know.
Yeah, yes, point.
Which?
The judge says, closing statements now.
Well, I think that all that we could have gathered from this, the only certain thing is that Namfoodle is a good man who slayed monsters that wanted to attack your town and kill far more than just Great Bimini. And now, is anything else certain? Do we know if he was the gnome that was there? Do we know that if he was in his right mind? Do you even know what this person looks like? If you close your eyes right now, can you describe him? The only thing is certain is that we have a good man here, and you're ready to kill him.
Yes,
I rest
agreed.
my case.
Hear, 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 hear! And most importantly, the one thing you know from looking at me is I'm the one who can stop that evil goblin who attacked your town. So, me and our fellow adventurers, that's what we came to do. And don't forget our original purpose here.
Okay, so now you guys can roll, and before I go on to the next thing.
Oh, what? Just a d20, and we'll find out what it is later.
Yes, you roll persuasion.
Oh, I rolled a 16 plus 7, so 23.
Three. Not one.
A few more people from the crowd are yelling in anger. The prosecutor says, need I remind you of the low frequency of gnomes traveling through the hamlet? Many atrocities have been purveyed today, and I believe we have shown beyond the shadow of a reasonable doubt that gnome, that dastardly character there across the court, he is the one that killed Bimini, and only justice can be given today through the hanging.
Sorry, in the middle of her speech there, like as she like a couple of sentences in, like we're like, you know, like halfway through all of that, I'd like to take another
swig of an elixir in my pouch, and after I take a swig of that elixir, I yell out at her, "Lies!" And so she needs to roll a wisdom saving throw.
So
She's rolling against a 14.
Okay.
Does she pass or does she fail?
She stands back aghast. I can feel his evil presence now, trying to possess me. Oh! Oh! She kind of. Now, people are staring at her in shock.
And I yell out, "Oh my god, she's a mad woman! Crazy! She's going mad!"
She kind of almost faints, and people from the crowd go up and they like catch her.
And I yell out, "How can we trust a woman on the vapors? She's clearly possessed! We can't trust somebody like this, somebody who's doesn't even have the fortitude to stand and do her job. We can't trust somebody like this."
People in the crowd are yelling and screaming.
Oi! Do all bloody gnomes think we're so thick-headed that we don't know he just shaved his bloody hair off? Those fucking gnomes think we're stupid!
You hear someone in the crowd say, "I didn't care much for her presentation, but I think the gnome really did try to cast a spell on her." And you hear the mob is like chanting and yelling and growing, and then the judge starts yelling, "Death! Death! Death!" And he's agreeing too, and like all of the people are starting to like get closer and like yell and chant.
God.
Well, what do we do now, boys?
Okay.
I mean, what's the
so-
legal process from here? Is there
sorry.
a deliberation or?
What were they chanting?
Death!
Even the
I'm
judge
gonna-
is chanting this?
Yes.
Okay.
He's taken up in the bloodlust as well.
I'm gonna put a telepathy to Namfoodle. Okay. Very quickly, walk yourself up to the executioner's stand. I have a plan. I say, very well. My client will
I
accept
say to
your.
him, "Wait, I want to reply telepathically and say, I'm just gonna fucking book it, man. I can
Okay,
meet
now
you
for the
back at
listen.
the watchtower."
Namfoodle, listen. You got the lockpick. You can break your manacles. I'm gonna yell telepathically to the executioner and pretend I'm God and command him to like shield you as you run.
Okay.
If you don't want to do that, I could command the nearest people.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan, man.
Alright, so we're up to the execution stand, or you want me to just yell at some guards instead?
You caused your chaos, man. I'll leave it to you.
Alright.
to charm the judge.
And I'll say to him, but if we need a rendezvous, I'll meet you back at the watchtower.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, everyone calm down. My client is gonna walk to the stand now.
Okay.
Does the crowd react?
They're inching forward still.
Alright, let's both run up to the stand.
Okay, yeah, I'll run up to over to the executioner here.
But I'll go with him. And in the confusion, like as I'm going up the stairs maybe, I'll try to pick his manacles myself. So I have a better chance. I still have another lockpick. $21.
Dan?
You manage to undo. Are you undoing his hand manacles or leg manacles?
Leg.
Leg. I'm just breaking the lock though. It doesn't shake them off yet.
Okay.
One of the guards notices and yells, "He's trying to break free!" Which angers the people more.
Does he succeed in unlocking my leg manacle?
Yes, your legs are no longer manacled, but
Okay.
they know they're onto you.
I'm
Okay.
going to reach into my Everfull pouch. And I'm going to. Sorry, I just need to read the description again. Should we roll initiative at all here, Daniel, or how is it working?
You can do one thing before initiative, I'll say.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to reach into my Everfull pouch, and I'll pull out 2 flashbang explosives and throw them into the crowd.
Okay, since I'll say you can do 2 then, because you're just kind of throwing them and not a specific target.
Sorry, what's that?
I will say you can throw the 2 of them. Can you normally throw 2 or no?
I think I can probably only throw 1 at a time, but I'm imagining myself like holding like my hands are still manacled, so I'm imagining like 2 of them in my hands and like almost throwing it like a granny throw, like as far as I can into the crowd approaching.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So they all need to do Constitution saving throws against my spell DC of 14.
Okay. Everyone is going to roll initiative now.
Everybody what?
Initiative.
Okay.
What's initiative?
12.
D20?
Yes.
I've got a 17.
14.
Stick Dinner and JR have to roll against the flashbangs too.
Okay.
Roll a DC 14 Constitution check.
I passed.
Let me roll for 6th initiative. If she got a 7.
Wait, your initiative is only 7?
Mine's a 17, Stick's a 7.
Okay, Pinot goes first.
Alright.
Mine's 12.
Alright, first, I'm gonna telepathically tell the executioner. Oh my god. And I command you to defend my child Namfoodle with your life. And then I'll pick his hand manacles. Like, is anyone already in attacking range of me or no? Dan?
Yes, one person is at the foot of the platform.
So they are right there. Okay. Oh shit, I'm gonna put distance.
Yo, are any of you guys good-natured characters? 'Cause I'm starting to feel more and more like we should just join the cult.
Honestly, maybe.
True neutral. I could go either way.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
You guys should just kill everyone in the village.
Yeah. I'm going to okay. I'm going to scatter anyway.
Man, I knew I shouldn't have gone to trial.
It was funny though.
If you hadn't tried to like spells on people mid-trial, you probably would have won too.
Yeah, we were going to win, man. We were fine.
Did you roll? Initiative?
Yes, sir.
Dinner?
I'm gonna scatter. Yeah, roll stick dinner's initiative 7. I'm gonna scatter 500 ball bearings into the crowd for them to all like trip over.
Okay.
And then if I have any action after that, I'd like to try to pick the hand manacles, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
So
can
Dan,
do
my
one or the other.
flashbangs. Dan, my flashbangs went off before the initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's like these two bursts of light and loud sound go off into the crowd, and everybody who failed their Constitution saving throw becomes blinded for 4 rounds and deafened until for 1 round.
Okay.
We're behind a church, right?
Yeah.
Or like we're in front of a church.
Yeah. I'll show where it goes. So that's good.
There.
Yep.
Hmm.
Where were we? Yes. So, did you do the ball bearings or the?
if it's one or the other, I'll do the ball bearings.
Okay, you do that, and then it is Namfoodle's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off the platform and start running. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off the platform and try running around the side of the church. Dan?
Yes. Are you? Did you move past any guards?
No, I'm just jumping off of this platform and running around.
You managed to get past without any. Sorry, one guard is within halberd swing range.
All right, yeah,
And
I'll
he
run the
misses you.
gauntlet.
So continue with your turn.
Wait, I'm curious what the executioner's doing about this, though.
Oh, he tries to.
He's like the lever pulling guy, right? It's not like
he is
a
not in
beheading.
range to do anything. So
Yeah, but I told him to defend Namfoodle with his life.
Oh, right.
What's he doing? Do you
Might
think
not
I
be
was
his
God?
turn yet.
you see him kind of like putting his hands up next to his head and looking around, like in a panic.
Okay. That's fair.
And yeah, I'm just gonna book it as fast as I can around this church and out of eyesight.
My only question is there not like a doctor or anything during this trial that could have been like, yeah, upon closer examination of the body, it clearly wasn't from the fire that he died?
It had been established that that body really was the person, but oh, you're talking about that one? No, nothing like that. It would seem. So, did you use your full action to run away, or just?
Yeah, I'm dashing.
You can go about this far. Then.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me, man.
JR, did you have to roll against falling from the ball bearings as well? And
Ball bearings. What do I roll?
get 12 or higher.
Is there a bonus, or is it like
Dexterity. It's like a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
So you fall
I
prone.
fail.
And, Stick Dinner has to do that as well.
Wait, what do I have to do?
A bunch of ball bearings have been cast out by Pinor, and now you have to roll to not fall.
I rolled him a 7.
You fall.
What's his bonus? Dex?
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw.
He has
Yeah, -1.
-1. Yeah.
Judge falls over.
So you can use your movement to stand up. It is your turn now, JR.
Okay. Use my movement to stand up.
Yep.
Can I use my action surge?
Well, what's your first action? Or do you want to
He's getting away. Stop him! And I push over some guards as I like run after him.
You can use your action to push one guard and try and trip him over.
Yeah, I push the furthest guard. I push the last guard. I was like, "Oh, stop him, guys!" As I like run past.
Can you indicate which one?
This guard.
I mean, if you could make 8 attacks per turn, then let him do 2.
Do I have to roll?
I rolled for him. He just kind of like gets knocked back, but he doesn't fall over. He gets knocked back like a little bit.
Okay. And is that one action? Like, is that my whole action?
You can use. I'll say you can use your action surge to move.
To catch up?
Yeah. So you can move a bit further than that.
Okay. I like here.
Yep.
Alright. I'll get him, guys!
Then.
But like, me trying to push him over, shouldn't I have to roll like an attack?
I rolled for him to resist. So.
Okay. I should have just chopped him with my axe.
So the executioner is not convinced whatsoever.
Oh, actually, no. He is standing there, not moving around, just kind of. Okay, whoever's doing that, stop pressing buttons.
I swear I didn't touch him.
Just Control Z it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take longer if you fuck around. What the fuck? Oh. Okay. Where was I?
The executioner was back here.
Yep. This guy actually can.
What's he?
At this point, you might as well just join the cult and lead the army of Elizabeth to take over the village.
Yeah, enslave the city.
Oh, not that one.
This is like so fucking funny. The little gnome running away.
You feel
Get him!
So Namfoodle, you feel a sharp pain in your back as you feel something stab into your back, and you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. You take 5 points of damage, Penor, from a guard who stabs you.
Alright.
They're attacking the lawyer too? What the fuck? Oh, I guess he did free him. Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I should have had him do himself.
Next.
Yo, freeing my legs was clutch though.
Yeah.
You hear people grunt and like yell as the people are trying to get up and like wondering why they're all like on the ground. Some people are like bumping into each other blind and falling over. It's harder for a lot of the guards in the back to like even make it anywhere with the chaos. So a bunch of them have been held up. Now it is Stick Dinner's turn.
I just stand up.
Wait. Where are you?
You do? That's all I can do though.
That is your movement, then you have an action.
Oh, because you fell?
I just begin bustling my way into the
Wait a
mob.
minute.
To
Isn't
one
this stick dinner here?
end.
I'm not
Wait,
sure which one is
you
Stick
moved
Dinner.
stick dinner as a guard, didn't you? He was
Oh.
here. And this
Okay.
is a guard.
That's fine.
Alright, so stick dinner's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this guy is not here. He's like right next to the stairs, but he won't fit. So proceed.
Okay. Now who? Me?
It's Steak Dinner's turn.
Well, that's all I can do, right? I'm just in the mob, aren't I? Like, just
You have an
at one of the.
action.
Well, I was by the thing, but I was just still in the crowd, so I'm probably just by the judges stand. Just stood up, right? That's all I can do. So that's the end of my turn.
You're about here.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm imagining, like, in the confusion, you know, if I'm right by the judges stand, you know, there's people are screaming, you know, like people are falling over, you know, people are getting stabbed or shouts or screams, and in all the panic while all this is going on, I just want to grab the gavel off of the judge's thing and then snap the hammer part from it so I can add another stick to my collection.
I will say you can roll an athletics check to try and make it over to the table because you just stood up.
Okay. Can you roll for me?
Oh yeah. Eight. Plus. What's athletics? Oh, plus 3. Nice. 11.
Okay, that's all it is for your turn then, though. Nice. +1. Then everyone wins, I believe. So the judge stands up, sees this amongst all the chaos. He tries to grab the gavel, but he just picks up the head part, and then he yells and drops it in shock. Then he picks up the book and tries to throw it at you.
Everything's going down in
The book
He's just having a
soars
1v1
past-
versus a judge.
The book soars past your head and hits someone in the crowd. Let's see. Who had the highest initiative again? Back to Penor.
Okay. I use disengage to escape this guard without taking attacks of opportunity. And then I can sprint up to 60 meters.
Disengage is a full round action.
No, I have 2. Like, I have it as a bonus action. Here, let me go read the thing. So... Okay. I can take a bonus action each of my turns in combat. It can be dash, disengage, or hide.
Okay.
So, okay, so I can't also dash. Okay, so I have to disengage, and then I have a full 30 movement. Disengage. And then I'm gonna... whoop-de-doop-doop-doop. This is, well, if you made it this far in one turn, then... So can I... And, I was... Tell the executioner. What are you doing? Your god commands you to attack that guard! That's my turn.
He says back, Who are you?
Who are you?
Why are you in my head?
I'm a sick god! I see hidden justice. You're the only one that can write it.
Oh, what must I do, God? He says.
You must keep the guards off of Namfoodle. He's my child. He must escape.
Yes, God. He says, and he puts his shoulders on this other guard and slows him down a bit. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Is that Boris who's fucked in the head now?
JR's turn.
Alright, same thing. I run past this guard and I shove him.
Okay, why don't you roll to shove him this time?
Wait, what was JR's initiative?
It was
14.
actually higher, so
Okay.
Then do I just add my strength?
and your proficiency.
Oh, so 11.
He looks at you angrily.
I was like, oh shit, I tripped. I don't know. And I keep chasing. Actually, do I catch up to him?
You could even go a bit further, I think. Like about here.
Oh. And I guess that push counts as my attack, right?
Yep. And the guard that you pushed is going to swing at you. But he misses.
Alright, that's my turn. We need a bit more space, don't we? Slide the church over a bit.
Namfoodle takes 4 points of damage, and Penor takes 3 points of damage, as you are stabbed in the back and shoulders more.
By another guard, but I didn't get to do a turn yet. Or this is a different guard stabbing us. Are these different guards stabbing, or is this what turn is this now?
It is the same. More guards have pulled up as well too behind you, but it is some of the same guards as well.
But I didn't get to go yet, man.
I'm looking at the thing. Hold on a sec.
Now they've attacked me twice in a row.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just trying to keep track of all this stuff. Yep. You can actually go before that happens.
Okay, and Paynor is up here with me. How close are these guards now? Like you've got them moved up right behind
They're
us.
not actually
Isn't
that close, but one of them is.
Okay, so if I try to keep running, one of them gets an attack of opportunity.
That's right.
And how close is Paynor? Is he within
He's
5,
next to
10,
you.
20 feet? Yo, Paynor, you had pretty good, what did you have? You have good
What?
dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna believe in our dexterity, my man.
Wait, so what are we doing?
I'm gonna pull a volatile mixture out of my Everfull bag,
Yeah!
and I'm gonna throw it point blank at the guard, yelling, "Ah, it was me all along!"
History repeats itself.
Yeah, and I throw a firebomb directly at this close guard.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Alright, so dex saving throws now?
Yeah.
Did it hit?
Okay, so 17 to hit.
Am I in range of this or no?
It hits him, but no, the two of you do have to roll it though.
Yeah.
Okay, I roll. Ooh. 9.
Okay, so you're rolling against my 14 basically. Sorry, I have to roll as well. Dexterity saving throw. Okay, I got hit by it as well. So we both equal. Okay, so we each take 4 damage,
Okay, I'm alive. Oh,
and the guard takes 8. Ah, that's good.
Okay. So he kind of recoils
Um,
back.
And so as he recoils back from the fire, can I now try and use my movement to escape his range?
Yes, he won't. That won't provoke an attack of opportunity then.
Okay, so I use my max movement, 25 feet, to run off into this wood as far as I can get to these woods.
Yep.
The wood's on fire.
they're probably burning out by now.
I think it was more to the west that was on fire, like not this section yet.
True,
It's
yeah.
like northwest. And well, yeah, that's as I basically ran as far as I could go, so that's it for my turn.
Yep.
Runs past me. They run past me.
Oh my god, how fast do they run?
Only one of them makes it up to you, actually.
Well, if they run past me, I can attack them, right?
They
Yeah.
have more than, or did they dash? How are they? How fast are they running right now?
They are charging.
Okay,
So
they're
only
just
one of those hit you. Then well, I'll negate one of the hits because of the you caused a bit of more commotion. So
Yo, but how are they running so fast and attacking?
the charge action.
Do I not get to like swing at
Yeah,
at least
yes,
one
you
of
can
them
swing
as they
at
run
them.
past? I can swing.
You don't have your axe out though, so you have to use your action to pull it out.
Okay. I thought I had my axe out, but
You could
we'll change that.
you could shove though as a.
Yeah, I shove.
All right, roll.
The guard in front. 10.
Wait, wasn't one of these guards slowed by the executioner?
Yes. So only one guy is going to attack Nor, and he misses.
Okay.
Can we just use the smaller model? I don't like that big model.
Wait, so for them to charge, did any of them run through Paynor or like his squares?
Only one has made it up to you. The other two didn't quite
Okay.
have a straight line to charge at you, so they're just right. There's like one guy adjacent to you, and then 2 guys are like right behind him.
I'm guessing my push was ineffective.
What did you get?
I rolled a 10.
That's right. Wait, what would you roll? What you add your proficiency and your strength?
Oh yeah, that's 10 altogether.
Then yeah, no, you miss. Okay, that brings us. It is now, I believe, Stick Dinner's turn.
Well, I'm holding this. I'm holding. In one hand, I have my halberd, in the other, I have the end of the mallet of the gavel. Sorry. And I look at the judge because he's throwing a book, and I'm confused. And I'm like, "Come with me. We must serve justice." And then I take off.
Okay, what direction?
I guess I will go around on the other way. So I'll go to the left of the building instead of to the right, like everybody else.
You see a mob is starting to form, and which where do you want to be in relation to the mob?
Well, it's not like I can just like bustle through them, right? So I guess I'll be at the back end, just joining the crowd,
Okay.
screaming and shouting at everybody else with one stick end of the one halberd in one hand, and then one of the ends of my stick as I begin to pocket it and run with the crowd.
Mm-hmm. The judge, he sticks his foot out to try and trip you as you rush past him.
Well, can I at least roll persuasion to get him to join me?
He is not amused at all by you, so he's actually pretty pissed off at you, but he just kind of sticks his foot out, but he doesn't manage to trip you. You just kind of like walk past him. then, yeah. So you have an action.
Wait. So you're saying that was an attack? Doesn't Blair get an attack of opportunity because he was attacked by him?
No, that's not how that works.
You try to trip him. It's an attack.
Attacks do not provoke attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Next turn. Do you use an action?
No, I don't think there's anything more I need to do.
Okay.
Actually, I'll pocket the little stick I ripped off
Yep.
into my bag as well, because I'm gonna be keeping that forever.
Well, I just put it in your hand, so.
And now it is Panor's turn.
All right. Okay. I conjure a psionic dagger in my hand and whip it at the guard closest to Namfoodle's head. This is to hit.
Nice.
12. What do I add to hit rolls with finesse weapon? I have proficiency with this. What do I add to hit?
Dexterity plus proficiency.
Oh, I get to add both? Okay. This is a 17 then.
Okay, roll your damage.
My damage is 1d6 plus proficiency.
Plus dex, right?
7 damage. To this one at the front of the pack.
Okay. It hits him, and he kind of shudders and hesitates for a second.
Alright, and then extra action, dash. 30 meters. And that's my turn.
You provoke an attack of opportunity, which causes you to take another 5 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah.
JR, I believe that's your turn.
Alright, same thing. I run past the guards, try to push one over. As I do.
You're the forward ones, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 11.
Okay. You don't manage to knock.
I make it past
But you
though, right?
also
Or
don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
okay. Yeah, we're just running into the woods.
Where we belong.
And now I believe it is Namfoodle's turn.
Okay, so the guards have basically been disrupted. I can move without provoking an attack of opportunity.
It is unclear. You saw the one guy that's like next to you, kind of ah, but he's still on to you.
Okay, did JR also shove that guy, or you shoved a different guy?
You saw him stick his hands out and ineffectively just kind of graze him as he moved past.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and run. Gonna dash my full 50 feet.
We're out of there.
What's your armor class, Namfoodle?
13.
Okay, he misses. Oh wait, no, they add actually to that. So it's more than by at least one. You take 1 point of damage
Okay.
as you are grazed. And you can dash through there, yeah.
Cool. And this is like forest and bush we're in now, right?
Yeah, so you start to have to slow down a little bit as you're darting between things.
It's Legos.
So the next turn is...
Man, can't believe in like one fucking game we got chased out of town by an angry mob twice.
I can believe it, that's for sure.
Should have never gone back to the town.
You'd think they would have forgotten about the whole firebombing incident.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
It is Penor's turn.
So guys, if we're gonna join this evil cult, should I become a fallen paladin instead?
Oh yeah. I don't know. What's the alignment of the stick god? Is he good?
From stick theory to stick supremacy.
Okay.
Penor, it's your turn. Hello.
Yo, 1 second. He's just getting to the computer.
What did Stickman do?
He's just kind of
He's running away with his stick. Look what he's got in his hand.
Nice.
But that was his turn. Why is it Penor again?
It is.
I thought the turn order was Penor, JR, me, and then Sticks.
Yeah, I told myself I would write it down this time, but I forgot, so it sounds like
It's okay.
yeah, you can do a turn then.
Or me? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really nearby anything, and nobody's going after me, so I think I'm just taking off too. Just doing my own thing back into the woods, you know? Fuck it.
Okay, you can kind of go alongside the mob.
I mean, the judge is after you. He took his gavel.
He's kind of looking at after. He's peeking around the corner at you ominously. He's not following you.
Probably not worth giving such crap over it.
We're going off the map, boys. Oh, there's so many guards.
Penor, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. All right. So, if I run right now, am I gonna get attacked?
Most likely.
Okay, I'll disengage and then run 30 feet then.
Okay. The third guard isn't quite making it up to you, but the two do manage to run up and hit you. Only Penor takes another 2 damage, but you are missed, Namfoodle.
Wait.
They
What?
caught up.
They're moving so
Oh.
fast, man.
They caught up to them.
They're faster
They're on
than
me.
you are. You guys only run 25 feet.
No,
I
I
ran
ran
30
50
feet.
feet. I said that. I dashed.
Yep.
I dashed 50 feet, man. So you're telling me these guards ran 50 feet and did an attack?
That's how charge works.
You can't, but if you read the description, you just told me this area is wooded and bushy. You can't charge through an area
It's
like
same for
that.
dash. You can't just dash into it. You guys are going slower than your full movement speed if you're going into the bushes. So they're able to keep up with you for now.
How can they keep up and attack though if they're relatively like the same
Yeah.
movement
Read
speed?
the description of charge if what I said doesn't make sense.
Okay. See.
The people
Yeah,
of the
when you
town-
take the dash action, you gain extra movement for the current turn. The increase equals your speed after applying any modifiers with a speed of 30 feet. So, for example, if you're saying this is rough terrain and it slows me down, let's say it moves me down to 15 feet. With the dash, I say, let's say I do 30 feet max, then yeah. But the guards can now also dash, or if they choose to charge, the charge is different from a dash, whereas the charge is completely blocked by the rough terrain. Like you can't charge through rough terrain. You can dash through rough terrain, but you're like hit by the modifier first, whereas charge is completely stopped if you read the description. So they can't like both go fast through rough terrain and attack us. They can just do one or the other.
Okay. They are having a hard time keeping up, but they are still right at your heels.
So did they run their full movement, or did they run part of the movement, or what did they do?
They did not have to run the full amount to charge and dash. your movement speed is 25. Their movement speed is 30. They are right behind you, like swinging at you the entire time.
Okay.
Now that you guys have gotten that far out, though, I will say that yes, you are beginning to get into the thick of it, and not just trees here and there. Next, you see out of the corner of your eye the people picking up various torches and farm implements as the mob is beginning to gain momentum. And we're gonna end at there for this session.
Jesus.
You guys are clear of the town and the mob for now.
They're just right on our heels.
They're right
Good
on your
game,
heels.
good
What
game.
the
Guys,
fuck?
they are
Hold on.
starting to kind of step. They're slowing down a lot, and they are no longer able to charge you. Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
Okay. All right. Yes.